It's like we ain't discussing.
I know, I'm just trying to make it seem like.
Let my girl, let her
okay,
do
no.
her thing now. Let her do her thing. Don't do it. Don't you do that.
My
Don't do
bad.
that.
My bad,
Drink my
man.
wine.
Girl, take a silk, girl.
I take a sip, you take a sip.
Sip, sip,
Like I ain't
sip.
told you already.
My bad, I ain't mean to do you like this.
Oh, y'all gonna clap.
Cause you tripping.
This is good.
I don't want to hear that.
That's good. Sitting, show them about it. Show them what we
Oh,
got. 'Cause
yes.
that's really,
It is a really, really good.
it's giving what it needs to give.
Sono Rosto. Y'all see that?
What is it? That's why I ain't
Sono
even
Rosa.
try.
What I said.
That's what it is.
A sweet rosé. I'm trying to see. Rosé Dolce.
Was it
Okay. Let me put the topic in the comments. I'm sorry,
Just
y'all.
trying to
Let
make
me
sure
think.
we get everybody tagged. But y'all come on up in here. If you're in here, drop something in the comments. Let us know that you're here and y'all ready to talk a little.
A little sugar honey iced tea, a little real talk, a little sugar
You know what I'm
honey iced
saying?
tea.
With us or whatever.
A little outlet.
Yes. See.
Is it let you tag now?
Yes, it is. I was doing it wrong
Okay,
for
then.
some reason.
All right, today's topic is Mika Butter.
Right off Highway 80, right there by the at the look so by Piccadilly. Yes, ma'am.
I feel grown.
Look, right, don't even make me feel that why I do that to you though. Let me tell
I
you
feel
something.
so grown.
Baby, that
Hey,
why
I was just gonna say, hey,
I will. I did because it always tastes like beer.
Well, there you go, girl. Get your
But
picture
this
there so you know.
this is good.
That's gonna be your go-to thing.
okay,
Put
y'all.
me in there.
So today's topic is I forgot. I'm steady supposed to be typing it. Today's topic is
Okay, well, I see to
tried
figure
to-
out what the
my
topic
mind went
is.
blank.
Y'all, shout out to our special guest. We're gonna let her
Yes.
introduce herself and her businesses, because she has multiple. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for the
we're gonna let her
entrepreneurship.
right. We're gonna let her introduce herself and what she putting down. You got the flow.
Hello. I'm excited. I'm on here finally. I was supposed to come next week, but it just didn't work out.
It's all good though. You hear that? She hear that?
I am Deandria Dalmore. I am co-owner with my husband, 2 for 7 Kitchen, and also I am a Forex trader and I teach financial literacy. So if you ever want to become financial free, get that in my inbox.
Tell me what's the name of the of your business.
It's the Black Cinderella. Follow me on Instagram. It's at Trade with Black Cinderella, and Facebook is The Black Cinderella LLC. So it's a whole different type of movement. We out here trying to get some money,
Them coins.
you know. And I'm just trying to put everybody on and open your mind to let everybody know that you do not have to work as hard for money.
There you go. Let them know what
That's
time
what
it
God
is.
said.
Amen.
Period.
Thus
He
says
said,
the Lord.
he said that.
And y'all,
The topic is pinned now, y'all.
Is it,
All right?
girl? Let me
Yes,
read it.
Yes.
because I done
had
forgot
to.
for real, for real.
All right, today's topic is the difference in being raised on love versus being raised on survival. I know y'all heard that saying and whatnot. And can the two coexist in a relationship or a marriage?
See, you gotta hit them with our theme song first, though. You know, I just don't be feeling it unless
I
I.
gotta feel it. Hold on.
What's the theme song?
Girl, she got to always. She got to always.
So you don't be tuned in like you be tuned like, you know.
See, I ain't heard the theme
Don't
song.
out her on the line like that. Don't do it.
I'm making my own live
You don't have to.
with a disclaimer.
Brittany said, teach me please. I is ready.
Brittany, I got you. I'm doing a drone. Oh, we're doing a drone today.
Yeah, you are
Tell us
doing
about
the
your
wrong
drunk.
thing.
Come on. Then you gotta tell us everything you put down today, sis.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
we're actually on the show. After we're gonna do it after the topic. We'll do it after the topic.
However, let me-
Okay. After the topic, we're gonna pick 2 winners that I'm gonna basically teach you how to make money from your phone.
Ooh.
3 sessions, you should be able to make money from your phone.
Come
So
on,
I'm
man.
picking 2 winners, and it's a $1,500 package, and you get it for free.
Ooh. And y'all know y'all like free. I mean, I know I do.
So you can't beat it. You cannot. It's a $1,500 package, and I promise you, once you leave, if you pay attention to me, you will leave ready to quit your job.
Ooh.
I
I
promise
need
you.
to sign up then.
I
I mean,
promise.
because I'm already there.
Yeah.
I got. Yeah, because
You look at my names together. It was
Yeah.
like 7 people.
Oh,
So I mean, that's fine. Like, yeah, that's cool.
how were they supposed to enter?
boom, because they got time.
Oh yeah, you could just go to Trade Black Cinderella on Facebook or Instagram, copy, repost the flyer, and hit done, and you could be entered in the raffle, and we'll be picking later on tonight.
Yeah.
Once we done with the topic.
Yes, Miss Am.
Is there any way you can hop on the live and pin your page so they can know? Hey, babe. Let's
All right,
let's
y'all.
go and get my girl together. Go ahead, Sydney. Let me get her together real quick.
All right, y'all. So y'all know how the old saying goes. I don't know if it's an old saying or what it is, but you know, they say those who are raised in a 2-parent home are raised on love, and those raised in a single-parent home are raised on survival. So
They say that, Sydney?
that's what they say.
Okay.
Whoever they is.
Whoever they is.
Also, you can be raised in the. You
Right.
can have a mother and dad,
Yeah.
and you still
Come on
can
with
be
it.
raised on survival.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm finna say.
And
like,
it's actually worse
Right.
because you got 2 parents
Uh-huh.
that's with the bull. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay.
They want real
So you
raw
got- I
entertainment.
mean,
yeah, come on. We grown. We drinking wine, right? Come on.
I'm
Cheers.
so-
Here's the grownness.
Oh,
Come
we
on,
did our thumbnail anyway.
Yeah.
We hadn't did the thing.
Come on in the room.
Okay.
No, that's-
Come on in the room.
What else?
Come on,
I
Sydney.
don't know.
Come on. Come on. Come on in the room. I don't know if that's right, but I
Me
just
neither.
figure we just keep on saying
Come
it a
on in the
couple
room.
times.
I like this podcast.
I cannot find a lie. I don't know
What
what's going
episode
on.
This is episode.
Oh, okay. Episode 10. I'll be back with.
She'll be back.
We'll be. Yeah,
She'll
we'll
be back. She's
Okay.
out. She got. I can't find the live for some reason. My phone is just doing its own little thing
Do I
right
need to
now.
look? You are okay.
Why? Because mine won't even. For some reason, I'm trying to share the actual live, and
And if you
what?
don't,
Act
while
like
they're
it.
looking, my restaurant is located in Byram on side of Kroger.
Come on.
So we're open Tuesday through Saturday. So if you're ever hungry, just come check us
What
out.
y'all offer? What type of food y'all
Oh,
get? Because I'm gonna tell them about what I just ate.
We got everything. We got burgers, wings, pork chop, shrimp, catfish, shrimp and crab rolls, cheesecake egg rolls, hibachi rolls, Philly cheesesteak. You name it, we have it. You can follow us.
Girl, I was finna hit on
Cause that what I had the
Shrimp and crab roll.
that shrimp and crab roll, y'all.
That's the top seller.
When I bit into it, oh my!
It's
Ooh,
gone.
I only ate one because the other
Oh.
one I want to do my thing on it later on. Like, I got to take my time. I was trying to go and get a little bit on my stomach so I could drink.
Okay, got it.
But that other one,
That's
y'all,
our,
and
that's our
it's
top
a
seller.
nice.
That's how she had the shrimp and crab roll. That's actually, I think that's what made us become 2 for $7. Like that's what people started checking for.
For real.
Like we were doing like regular cheeseburgers, wings.
But people was checking for y'all when y'all had the food truck parked over there. Look,
Yeah, them Mega Evers.
let me tell you, over there on Mega Evers when y'all was parked over there.
Yeah, that was it.
Like it was Club Super 7 over there. You know?
For real. For real. We were leaving at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I can believe it.
Yeah, that was.
I can believe it. So
Like,
people have always been checking for y'all.
Man.
Period. They have always been checked for. The elevation, you know what I'm saying?
We started out on Mega Evers.
Mhm.
In the like on Mega Evers, that's where we got our start from, and now we're here.
Thank God for growth.
Oh, God is good.
Oh my
Like-
God, girl!
Yes. Stepping out on faith and just doing your thing.
That's all it was.
Shout out to
I
you,
didn't
Mario,
know
for-
what was finna happen, but you know, Big G worked it out.
Do you hear me?
What, 8 years later? Won't he will?
Won't
Will
he
he
will, girl.
Hey.
All right, y'all. So, Sydney, read that
What's
comment
that?
for us one more time. I don't know what's going on with my
All right.
phone.
So, what we
Do you
got
want to
here?
connect me to the Wi-Fi?
Sure.
what we got going on tonight is, we got some comments. Hold up.
We got something already?
Oh, Chris said, hey, everybody.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, babe.
Brittany said, goals.
Like, seriously.
Brittany, she finna be, we
Look,
finna be
that's
together.
why you have to surround yourself with people. Like,
The
she's
voice-
an example of what you surround yourself.
The voice you hear, the voice you listen to, how I go, the voice you listen to is critical. Yeah, the voice you listen to is critical in your success.
There you
So
go.
whatever you listening to,
That's what.
that's, yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah, that's-
I can believe that because your mind is what fuels and strings everything. It's your mind and it's your heart. But if you choose which
It
one you want,
starts
some people
there.
go too hard, some people go with the mind. You know what I'm saying? But you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. Even if you are on two different levels. Like she's an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur.
Right.
I work a 9 to 5, but I know I'm trying to get where she is. So guess what? I'm trying to
She gonna get there.
look. I'm getting. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? To do it.
I need to.
So yes, so we talking about being raised on love and being raised on survival. First off, okay. Do we want to give examples of what we think is raised on survival and what is raised on theirs? It's supposed to be connected to them right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Survival is, well, in my opinion,
Come on, give your opinion.
survival is like paycheck to paycheck almost. Like you got to get it out the mud. Like
It
not necessarily get out the mud, but like I'm gonna say kind of like how it was with me growing up. I didn't live without necessarily, but in my mind back then I didn't know I was necessarily living without.
Right,
if that makes
right,
sense.
right,
Uh-huh.
Right, in my
We didn't know,
mind,
yeah.
right,
Yep,
in my
you
mind,
don't know.
I had everything I needed.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I ain't needing for nothing.
Yep.
I ain't needing nothing.
Yeah.
If I ain't out of sight, out of mind.
Right. Yeah.
And certain stuff that I know exists now, I didn't know existed back then. Like kids today, iPhones and things like so. They would know the difference in having and not having,
Right.
Because it's in their face constantly,
Right. Right.
So
And then it's a different time now. I think
Yeah.
we're more aware of. Okay, I think back then it's getting better now. Cause I think back then they like I always say, our parents only saw what they saw, so that's what they instilled in us. Versus now we got all this technology.
Yeah.
We got people seeing that
Yep.
it's a whole
It's
nother
different
world
ways
out
to
here.
do things.
So it's like it's a different type of structure, I guess,
Yeah.
that the kids are getting raised up on it because they seeing this, and so now the kids got high hopes.
yeah.
So it's making the parents sit back
Have
and
to
be
live
like,
up to it.
yeah,
I
basically.
can't say that. And I guess my take on being raised off of love versus just hop on the live. That way you can see them.
Okay.
Being raised off of survival versus off love. I don't even necessarily like how D said feel like it's cause you was raised with mama and dad,
Right.
versus you was raised with just your mama or just raised with your daddy. Because like with my daddy was really raised on survival mode. My dad lost his mom when he was very young. So his sister had to take care of him. His sister died and she had a child. He had to take care of her child.
Okay.
He died and then they left my daddy by himself. So my daddy was more so of a you hustle, you go after what you want.
Okay.
He wasn't necessarily raised in that. And his mom and daddy, they were married, but because she died, then he died. You know, it was just so my daddy from a young age, I think his mom died when he was I don't even think he was a teenager yet. And then when his sister took care of him and he was taking care of his nephew after she passed, he was like a teenager going to like Lanier or something like that. So my dad didn't necessarily have that just, come on baby, it's alright, mama them gonna take care of you. It was mama them gone and I got a nephew I got to take care of. And then when he passed, my daddy put his own self through college. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he was more so raised on that just, you know, this my family, but we just got you got to thug that thing on out.
Yeah.
Versus with my mom, she came up with little or nothing, but she had her mom and her dad. She had like 12 siblings. She was the baby girl.
Okay.
So she was more so like nurtured and
Okay.
mama went to college and you know she played ball and the team used to come back to the house and my grandma would fix dinner for everybody. Like it was just that.
Now that you're grown, was it a difference with mama and daddy, like the raising? Like, was mama more the you could go to her and dad was more stern because he was raised on.
Now, my daddy, he was more stern, but I was a daddy's girl
Okay,
anyway.
and you
Even
a
though,
girl anyway.
like, I already knew daddy didn't play it. But at the same time, I kind of had that where it's like, daddy, you know, and he would kind of break on down. Mama was more so, that's why I feel like mama always let everybody, she wasn't going. Now, now my mama don't go there. She don't go. But mama was more understanding. Mama was more so of the type, long as you be respectful and you do what you gotta do, you can basically do whatever you wanted to do within good measure.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
You know,
right.
as a child.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Versus dad and more so I'll be like, nah, you ain't doing it. I don't care what you do. You can be the best child ever. I said no.
No, and that's
And
what
you
I
ain't
said.
doing it. But mama was the type, I'm gonna give you the option, but if you fuck up.
Yeah.
Whoa, let me tell you something.
Marie, come out.
Marie, you don't want to play with Marie. Do you hear me? You do not want to play with me. So, yes, I feel like it was a difference. Mama was more like, when everybody would come around, and then, like I said, my mama comes from a big family, so I know she said, like, my dad had to get used to, you know, going to, you know, pulling up at my grandma's house and there's 30 people there. Everybody sitting outside, drinking, playing cards. You know, he wasn't used to that. They talking noise to each other, and, you know, just talking cash money, and we laughing, and he was not used to that. Daddy more so like, hold on,
And
that's what y'all do.
And that's the thing about like when you merge and when you're trying to build a family, it's like you don't know how they were raised.
Yes.
So it's like then you want to have a baby and then now you're trying to raise this baby and they just say they fucked up in the head.
Right.
And then over
You
here,
right.
you got you know that you understand the child, but you got some parents that really do not listen to some parents, you know what I don't like? When parents cause they're parents, they think they know, and the kids, I do not, and people, I let my kids talk, cause now, and that came over time, like I used to be survival, like no, do this,
now, right.
But I had to go back and ask myself, like, damn, like, how did you feel like as a child? I remember I genuinely wanted to know, like, where are we going? I wasn't being smart.
What we doing? I'm just asking because I'm curious.
As a child, it's like you're always taught, shut up, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Be
quiet. And it's like, that's wrong.
Yep, it is. It is, especially when you are just genuinely
want to know.
Like, seriously.
Like, I used to genuinely want to know.
I'm just asking. God dang.
And I used to get cursed out. And I found myself doing it to my babies. And I'm like, and they be looking at me like, bitch.
Like, girl, God dang. Is we going to Walmart or not? Dang.
And I was like, and Layla looked at me one day, was like, Mommy, I just asked. And she was like, for real.
Like I'm just asking.
I just, like, what's wrong with you? And I had to take, like, oh,
girl.
Self.
Calm down.
I just really went off on my baby because she had, where we going? Like, and I had to, like, this one of them survival. Them, I'm doing this because my parents did it to me. So
and
now
I said that on the last live. We get so used to we doing this because that's what mama them. That's what mama them did. That don't make it right. Mama them did what they were taught and what they knew. So we got to come out of that.
Please come out of that.
Come out of that.
Please.
Do we got comments? I'm sorry. We just talking.
Kel said we knew not to play. Girl, we knew not to play with Mama Banksman. We knew not.
Chris said Mama don't play today.
Do you hear me?
Still don't.
I do not.
Man.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to see that side.
Man, we'll be in there like chilling or something like that. If we're too loud, Mama open that door, give us a look.
She would just look.
She won't even say nothing. She'll just give us a look.
The whole room would stop.
You already know. She ain't got to say nothing.
She ain't gotta open her mouth. She gonna come in there. She gonna lift them glasses down.
Like y'all niggas know y'all too damn loud in my house, right? That's
she gonna lift them glasses back up.
Ain't said shit.
And they said nothing.
But y'all know the shit.
That's the God honest truth, D. That woman would give you a look and you knew, girl. You don't straighten up. And we were bringing on that. We looking at each other like, all right, y'all, we too loud. Let's go ahead. Come, baby. If she come back in there, she talking. She may be talking, swinging. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you might get. You ain't gonna even take no chance. You don't want her to come back in there.
I got you.
Because she gonna shut the whole.
Have you got whooped by your dad before?
I have. Now, my daddy was more of the whooping type. Mama gave us chance. We had 3 strikes.
Okay.
We literally would have 3 strikes.
Okay.
You would She'll talk to you, you know. And that's one thing I can say about my mama. She didn't play, but she wasn't the I'ma whoop your ass don't play.
Okay,
But mama would whoop your ass
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was one of them types. So if she whooping your ass, that's because you done just
She done
tried
gave-
the
she
most.
done gave
She done
you
gave
your
you chance after
chance.
chance after
Okay.
chance.
Okay.
So mama would give you 3 strikes, and if you got on that 3rd strike, mama don't play. Mama gonna whoop your ass. But also, mama was the type. Mama come in there and get that game.
Yeah.
Make you leave that door open. Get in there and get the right.
Yeah.
Eat your food, take your bath, lay down. You bet not, cause mama unplug that TV.
Okay.
Or don't even unplug and just dare you. I wish you would. If I tell you not to watch TV, touch the TV.
Okay, mom.
My mama didn't play.
Okay.
But now my dad was the type. If he get a hold to you, he whooping your ass off you. Like just. But I can probably count on 2 hands if that.
How many times?
I got a whooping like collectively from
Okay.
my parents.
Okay.
Because my parents were just never the ones that we was just, oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass for everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But you were not exempt from
Yeah.
ass whooping.
I got to beat everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I
so-
got to beat.
Hey, Courtney, girl, we gotta get with you, Courtney. We got
Yes.
to get mental note.
They said me too, cause my family's small. There's a
Okay.
difference with me and Chris, and I'm gonna explain that too. Chris, Becca said y'all drinking in the school, y'all hell. We are not at school.
Becky, come in here and sit down. We ain't taking this from you today, okay? You do this every episode, Becky.
the what?
The school drink. Becky, you do this every episode. Come in here and sit down. Come in here and sit down and don't back up now. We ain't for that.
You cannot beat him. So, cause I can say even with me and Chris family is real small. Like I always tell him, I was like, it's probably 10 of them. Grandma, auntie, like it. He has an extremely small family versus me. Like I said, my mama had 13 siblings, and everybody got like literally 2 kids. I only had one aunt with that just has one child.
you got
Everybody got like 3 or 4 kids. Like I got one aunt got 6 boys. Like it's
Okay.
It's buku with
eight
them.
cheer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
It's buku with them.
like, which it was a shell shock for me. Like when he invited me over for Thanksgiving, you know,
It's a smart-
first, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, we literally Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like we pray, eat, and go home. We're Thanksgiving.
Ain't no
like
cousins outside smoking.
you gonna pull up at our gathering. First off, you gotta find you a part.
You got to find a part. Depending on who else you with.
Depending on who else you with.
Yeah, you ain't paying.
You gotta find you a part. When you walking up, it's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 20 niggas standing outside.
So how
you
did
know.
Chris do when you brought him to your family?
Chris does good because Chris has that type of personality, even though he's a little more like, I ain't gonna say he's reserved, but he's used to being in a smaller type family.
Okay.
I feel like he meshes well with whatever
Okay,
environment he
okay,
honestly
okay.
is put in.
Yeah, I saw
can't
him.
give him that.
I told Sydney I saw him on your live.
Yeah, like he
I'm
kind of,
like, this
I like that he got that vibe where
Yeah.
Chris can kind of go ahead and go along with it. And if he's not cool with it, he gonna let you know.
Shout out to
from jump.
best friend.
Shout out to my man, you know. So he kind of got on in there, you know what I'm saying? Because he's used to that. He got a lot of friends. He used to hanging out and chilling and playing cards, shooting dice, and you know, just doing
Yeah.
like just hanging
Yeah.
out. So that's what my family does. So it wasn't just a big. You know, but I know for me it was different for me because I'm like, oh, we just finna pray and eat,
Yeah,
and then
go
everybody gonna go home. Like
Yeah.
we gonna sit around and watch a little TV. Like I'm used to, as soon as you come through the door, man, where you dog? You got your ones for the car?
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? They talking shit. You done had another baby? You know,
Yes.
like it's just all that type of stuff. So yeah, we come from two.
out the first time I came around.
Yeah, like my people don't play. They
I got
don't.
chewed out. Yes.
And then after that, you family
because
forever.
I did not eat.
Oh, my people don't play that. They take that as disrespect.
I did
You
not
can
get
sit there
played.
and be quiet and not say nothing. That's cool. But if you come in there and act like you ain't gonna eat, that's it. Don't bring her back no more.
I did not eat.
Don't
I
bring-
got
don't-
chewed
whoever that is.
Oh,
out.
Mama Franklin.
No,
Everybody.
my
A whole aunties went in.
I'm gonna have to invite you to a gathering.
After
I'm
that-
eating so like you can see.
Yeah, you gotta come to one so you
Yeah.
can understand.
I
Have I
literally.
ever?
I don't think so, but let me tell you
I don't think I
something. The next gathering
bring
that
your
we
corn.
had,
Bring your one.
bring your corn and bring your corn.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes down.
It's the hitting on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I don't
But
know
it ain't
those.
spades.
Oh.
They will play spades. though.
Oh,
My
well,
people-
yeah, they
but
do
with
play
my people
spades.
more so just really like to gamble. They like to,
Yeah.
let's make some money. Let's bust some head.
Yeah.
Deuces wild, high card,
Yeah.
turn card. We got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
you know,
I
that
can
we
believe
do.
It be
whatever.
dope though.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
it be-
So
Let
it,
me
it
know.
was
I'm
different.
coming.
It was
I'm pulling
definitely different for me, Sydney. So how was it when like you and Greg like intertwined and?
It really wasn't so much as different because it's kind of sort of the same as far as family side. It's kind of the same, and kind of as far as family dynamic, it's kind of the same. Because we don't get together as much as we used to.
Cause I was saying, now, Sydney, your people are
Yeah.
throw a
Y'all
little
deep.
get together in a
Yeah.
minute. You got a pretty nice sized family too. Like I feel like your family is the closest compared to like I can go around your people and literally feel like I'm
Yeah.
with my folks because
Oh yeah.
you know it's like
It's
a
just
lot of
family.
y'all
Yeah.
too, and
Yeah.
they gonna sit around and joke and drink and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, but like with his family, it's not like as
Trace
big, but more so when I go around his family, it's really his immediate like mom and daddy,
Mhm.
sister, you know, it's like them, you know. And I'm used to I can do that. But at first it was a little different for me because I'm me.
Yeah.
It's definitely a man in the mirror type thing.
she's her.
What that mean? Did you quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't just open up and just talk.
Yeah.
So I was kind of
You have to really be comfortable with people.
Yeah. So I was
Like-
kind of just like
Time, that's probably when you
Yeah,
probably.
cause like Sydney will come, like Sydney could pull up at my people house and I don't even be there.
Yeah.
And Sydney will be there like she
Yeah.
got the same blood as
Yeah.
everybody else in the room.
Yeah.
But that came over time.
Right,
When she
right,
initially
right.
came around, Sydney sitting there looking like, what the heck? You know, and she come from a big family though, but I guess it's just the fact that these ain't my people. And to my people, like, girl, you our people, so don't act right.
Yeah.
Like, you can stop acting like that because you family now. You done been to 2 gatherings. You like that?
I do. I like that.
That's good.
Hey cousin Candice, hey cousin Detroit. You know y'all ain't on here.
Okay.
But hey cousin.
Alita says, I have a big family too. It's a mix of both in mine. My baby daddy's family is small and a bit disconnected. So I don't go to any of their functions. Okay.
I'm like that if I go somewhere for the first.
Brittany says she was stuck the fuck up, y'all. Brittany.
No, I was not.
I gotta tell my story. Lifetime.
Tell your story.
Here I come.
Come on, girl. Tell your story.
Y'all ain't gonna do this. Y'all ain't gonna
Did
do
what you supposed to be a cousin or something?
I was the cousin.
That's what it was. That's what I remember. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Brittany said I was stucco.
Yes, yes, yes. She was mean. Like okay, boom.
Come on.
I met her as a cousin.
Doing dang on well.
Cause me
I
and
met
her
her as a
brother,
cousin,
we,
too.
you know,
Yeah.
we was hunching cousins. Anyway,
Incest.
yeah, you were mean, and then you was in high school. You was mean in high school, Sydney.
But that was your husband's fault.
But I ain't had nothing to do with me.
Why was it her husband's fault?
It was just.
I
It
used
was
to
fault.
speak. She wouldn't speak back.
I don't know you, woman.
This year.
Rude.
I've been on 16 years. We just, this the most talking we did today.
You petty.
She's so petty.
She just started talking to me today.
But now, I remember when I used to come over, you would sit right up in there in the kitchen. D, you wouldn't say nothing. Cause I used to be like, who is this?
I don't remember.
You didn't really just say much the few times I met you, and you were supposed to be
I'm
a
the
cousin. And then,
I was a cousin. Y'all
and
was
then
quiet.
when it came out that you the girlfriend, then what? She was just a cousin.
Cousin was quiet. I was
Like they were just sitting
I was
there
trying
in
to get my
their
other
chair, and they wouldn't say. And it's crazy you were saying this because the other day when the week you were supposed to come on, I was just thinking back. I always just try to think back, and I was like, D used to be a cousin, but I thought I was tripping. I'm like, for some reason, I feel like
know
D
what? I
was
probably
supposed
was
to be a
quiet.
cousin, and you would just kind of sit in there. You would speak,
I
but you
did.
never really
I
said
did.
nothing because we would just kind of be in passing.
I ain't want y'all to think I was crazy. I showed this saying, yeah, cause y'all used to come, yeah, I didn't, y'all used to be
You
like,
kind of like, hey, and then it was like you came from out of the kitchen to the living room. We see you a little bit more than you hanging out, and it's like, okay, cousin.
I advanced from the cousin to the
girlfriend to the wife. Ooh,
Hey,
you talking about some Jerry Sprinkle type.
Yeah, I started out as cousin. She wasn't talking to me, but now we talk.
So look, I gotta get back to
girl.
Oh,
Miss Bailey said.
I was just
drop
saying, she
the
said
wine
drop the wine names. Now this is the Moscato Rubino. This is the salt of the earth. This is really, really good. This is a little bit sweeter, but that right there is
This
buffalo.
one is good.
That's it.
It is.
That's
good.
really, really,
You
really
see?
it. So now Alita said, I'm gonna go back. She said, I have a big family too. It's a mix of both in mine. My baby daddy's family is small and a bit disconnected. So I don't go to any of their functions. So Alita, let me ask you this. Does that cause a problem within y'all relationship because you don't necessarily go to their functions because, you know, they got whatever they got going on? Like, I'm sure that's a hard position to even be in.
Yeah.
You know, to be like, I don't really want to go over there with the people because,
Right.
dang.
That's kind of, and that's the thing. Like when you blend, when you mixing, like when you meet somebody, like when y'all get together, whatever their issue is and their problem is, you fighting against genetics. If that makes sense. Like
you are right.
You fighting against. Let's just say they were raised on Survivor. So boom, let's just say daddy, he no talk. Like no talk, just hard on the kids, and then you're just like, you know, like that makes it that's like a, and it's like you stay in a relationship because you hope that they'll get it. But what if they don't? And then now it's like this child has been from a child to 18, and now this child is damaged
Because of the imbalance within, or y'all not being able to come to common grounds when it comes to life and you know, just
I mean, as a child, I think now that we're older and we know, okay, this shit ain't worked all this time. The shit that our parents did, their parents did.
we need to try something.
Like let me just sit back and let me just assess the situation and figure out what it is that I need to do to make my child not go through what I went through. Not saying it was bad,
Right.
but it's like certain shit I think about. I'm like, dang, like I really believe, like somebody, the shit you believe is what was taught to you as a child.
Yes.
So it's like even with any little thing, it's like now that you're grown, it's like certain shit that it's like certain shit like people been telling you this for so long.
And then you get grown and be like, that was bullshit from
Like,
jump. That was crap. Like y'all was telling me that
And
and I believe y'all. Like see,
Even with, can I do it at school? Can I say it?
I don't care.
Corey, we talking. We talking.
Correct.
I'm gonna say it.
Hey y'all, cheers to being grown. Come on, Sydney. Cheers to being grown. We grown. We can say what we want to say up in here.
And I'm gonna say this is my belief. Like
Talk how you want to talk.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. What did he be saying? Talk your shit.
Okay.
I can't get.
Come on.
And this is related to raising a child, but this is the school system.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say,
Brittany, you play
everybody has been through the school system. Everybody has been through the school system. Now that I'm out of the school system and I remember what I went through as a child, trying to learn, you know, now that I'm older and I look back and the shit that I was taught is really, you don't even need it. Like, let's be 100. Let's be 100. Like the shit that's taught in school, that they make these kids feel bad for not knowing how to learn, how they tell you to learn. It's like the comic, like it's like you forcing these kids to do something that someone brain don't work like
everybody
does
not learn on the same level. They don't function on the same, and that's even as adults. But I guess that comes from the childhood. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's brain is not put together. Like everybody don't learn the same.
They do not.
So it's like that goes back to you being raised on survival, because you got to send the kids to school because the government said if you don't, you gonna go to jail.
Right. So I got to send you.
So I got to send you to school because that's what the government told me to do. But the school, like even with like my son Cam, he's not that. He's wired different. Like he's his mama child. He be at school talking about getting a restaurant. But the school, like Cam not doing his work, Cam not learning. And I'm knowing Cam's smart as fuck.
Do something else.
Like Cam's smart as fuck, and I can't like tell him can't. And I just tell him do your best. Like as long as you doing your best, fuck all the other bullshit that they talking about.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
You grown.
like for real. I mean, and not trying to, but it's it plays with a child. Like he come home like, mommy, am I smart? Like I hate that. Like
Yeah.
yes, you smart.
You are smart. Just because
'cause
you
this
want to do
school-
something other than what the schools is saying does not make you less smart.
And then the teachers know, like they know they teaching bullshit. Like you can let the
You
kids
know
pass.
that.
Now, let me
You
teach.
know that.
Man, I'm giving everybody 100.
Right. We all bad.
We all getting about this bitch. Grades. Man, get your ass 100. No.
Right.
Hey, come on.
Come
now.
on.
Y'all better not let me teach.
You right. Like I said, and that goes back to how you was right. Like my daddy was book smart.
Yeah.
And see, my daddy had to be on his shit because he didn't have nobody to pay for school. So
Okay.
my daddy had to get a scholarship. He had to work. So daddy knew I can't BS out here. Daddy got his degree and did some. He did not play, which my mama got her degree as well. But I feel like mama, she book savvy and then she got that common sense.
Okay. Yeah,
Daddy
yeah,
was
yeah,
more
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
Daddy, he got that hustle. I'm gonna work because I know that that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right,
And Daddy got them
right,
books.
right,
Daddy
right,
knew
right,
them.
right.
He could call off
Yeah.
the numbers. Anything you wanted to know, Daddy will look at that paper, tell you, did what you're supposed to do. You do that. His brother was a teacher. They was even like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his nephew. They were more book sense. When I feel like my mom and them is more like common sense, and I feel like that's where I kind of take more of a play in. I'm more of a common sense person, and I'm more so of a. I feel like it's not it. It is partially about what you know, but I feel like it's more so about who you know.
Who you know.
Because a lot of my blessings and a lot of the things that I got, it wasn't because of
No.
solely of what I learned in black and white. It was because of my good spirit, my heart, and just what other people saw in me and wanted to bless me and do things for me.
If you think about it, and this getting off topic, but if you just think, this is how I think. I think about shit like this. Every rich, I'm gonna say successful. I ain't even say rich, just successful, wealthy person did not. It wasn't based on education. Let's just be honest. It wasn't based on education.
9
Every
times out of 10,
successful
it was
person used their brain, tapped into their vision, what God said that they need to be doing, and that's when you soar.
Yep.
But when you stuck in this modern day slavery, you're not gonna get nowhere. You're gonna go to work every day, and you're gonna miss out on what you really want to do.
You're right. You're right. And a lot of people do that because that's what mom and daddy did.
That's what
always
mom
go
and
back
daddy
to
did. That's what grandmama. So it's like you can't blame.
You cannot
nobody.
blame, because I always say, and I said that before, you can't blame your parents. They only did what they felt was right.
Yep.
Just like every day we do what we feel is right for our children.
Yep.
What we think or what we feel like we know is right for our children.
Yep.
So you can't be faulty for that, especially when you're doing it in their best interest.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about these half-ass parents that just doing whatever. But I'm saying we can't fault our parents, for certain things that they did. I'm not saying it made it right, but because that's what they were taught, and they may have felt like I didn't have no other option. They didn't have the resources that we have now. My dad was all about go to school, get your education. Me, I wasn't big on learning. Like I couldn't catch it like that. I'm like, Daddy, look,
Me neither.
I'm not that smart, but me, I'm a hustler. I can make some shit, flip it, smack it, run it down, make it happen.
And that's what I say. That's what made me go back to say like how the schools. Like once I got through, like I was smart as fuck. I just couldn't. They want you to learn it how they want you to learn it, and then once you get out of school, it's like X, Y.
I done did
like,
all that.
I don't even know.
Child,
Like,
these folks just want me to punch a clock and put this.
I ain't figured
in
out what X, Y. Like ain't nobody never made me count no money and
And
said
X,
figure
Y,
out
and
what
do
X, Y is. I understand like
What?
the
the preliminary.
yeah, I get it.
I
get
got
it.
you.
But to put that much, like to be to
Get
teach
drilled with it.
To
Only to
teach-
get out in the real world.
to teach this, like this is your only option, like and not to give them like, okay, y'all, you can go to school, get an education, or you can use your brain.
Yes, you can get your
Like-
trade, baby. You can start your own. But just giving you options instead of just it's all about.
It's go to school.
Ooh,
What college you going to?
right
Now.
Not a nail.
Not now.
Not a nail.
I'm sorry. I know some people like bitch.
No,
that's
we
just
all
not
grown.
wrong.
Everybody got their opinion.
I don't like school.
I didn't tap into hustle mode until I was good and grown. Hustle mode didn't come on until about a year or two ago.
And
Before that,
that came from you seeing the shit wasn't working, so you knew, okay, like Lord,
like
what
it
is
just
this
fell in
ain't-
my lap. And like before that, it was going to work. Like
Yeah.
I was gung ho of being a certain like surgical tech.
Surgical
was my
tech,
top,
out,
like
that was in her
all I
heart,
talked
baby.
about.
She wanted
Like,
to do it. She wanted to do it.
Listen.
And Kel wanted to be a physical
Physical
therapist. I
therapy,
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
She wanted to
And
be a
Mika was
physical
social work.
Yeah, I wanted to be
But on
social work.
campus, Mika would say that all the time. Like these books ain't for me.
I
like,
swear,
I'm
and I
here.
always knew. I'm sorry. Like my
Me
daddy
too.
made me go to
Me too.
college.
Like,
I really went to college because that's what my daddy
what she used to
wanted.
say.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I knew
we
it
be on
was hard.
campus,
Like, I'm
and we
not.
be like-
I was like, man, forget them books. Y'all want to go hang out?
Yeah,
at the
Mika
front
like,
yard.
y'all want to go do this, 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 this. I'm like, Mika,
Because
I gotta
that
go
wasn't-
to a test, like.
That wasn't it. Like and I went to class. I never missed class.
Yeah,
I went
she
to class
did.
because I knew that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I knew my parents would kick my ass if I didn't
Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
their money. But I knew in my heart, like, bro, I'm just really here. Okay, you want me to write this? You want me to? Because that's not what I want to do. I want to get out here and make my own money. I want to live by my own. But that's because I was raised around it.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
saw it, you
Like
saw
my
it.
auntie had her own snowball stand, and when she got it, she would let us come in there,
Yeah.
help her do them snowball. When she would get all that change, I used to let me count your money. I wanted to count
Yeah.
all that money. I wanted to wrap all of. She got the snowball truck.
Mm-hmm.
We running the neighborhood. We doing all that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the thing about
Baking
small
cookies and cakes and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then when I realized that I could bake, you know, and my mama always hustled on the side too. Mama was making bowls, she was making
Yeah.
purses, and then mama was a teacher too. So mama just had that spirit
Okay,
anyway of
yeah.
just
Well, Mika
like
hustled in high school. Mika
free.
was the snack
yeah.
person.
And the thing is,
Mika
I started in
saved
middle
the
school.
chips.
My daddy used to work at a
Oh, you been new to something.
Yes,
Okay.
my daddy used to
Okay.
work at a
Okay.
company where they had school supplies.
Yeah.
I would go and get notebooks and binders and sell them for like
So you been-
25
Boy,
cents.
you running out, bro.
Look, and then with LimeWire and all that was I used to make
Yeah,
those
make the
CDs.
CDs.
That was all
Yeah.
in middle school.
Oh, they was
Hustle had always been in my heart. So Lord, you know I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. You know that.
She sleep.
So y'all, when y'all go to bed tonight, pray for me, y'all.
She sleep, but I'm at her neck. She sleep right now, but I'm definitely at her
You know
neck.
what I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, and I'm not knocking school. Because
Definitely not.
sometimes that is for certain people. And
Yeah,
I always
it
say, some people need structure. They need that. Let me just go to school. I need to work a 9 to 5. I need to just have this set out so that this is my routine. Some people need that, and ain't nothing wrong with
No,
it.
no, no, no,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Because without that, we wouldn't have
We
doctors
wouldn't have
and lawyers and judges.
because we need that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's a blessing within itself. But then some people,
It's not for
they don't
everybody.
like being boxed in.
Yeah.
Like me, I hate sitting in a cubicle every
Yeah,
5 days out the week.
And
I
that's
hate sitting in a
That's
cubicle.
not like that's not what. No,
Mm-mm.
like man.
Hold on, these comments.
When I tell you
Oh,
God,
yeah.
like man, listen,
Listen, Elizabeth.
man.
Say it, Sydney. Listen,
Man.
listen. Okay, come on, give us our comments, Sydney.
Okay, Miss Alita said, well, I have COVID to thank for not really having to run out of an excuse or why I haven't shown my face. But we're not together no more. It is not easy ensuring the babies are understood and represented. When I was growing up, I didn't go to my daddy's side stuff neither. It made me a bit sad, so I know I'm gonna have to figure this family gathering mess out. Brittany, we are definitely drinking responsibly, okay? Corey said they want to mold you into the perfect worker instead of learning what you're good at. Facts. Facts,
That's
Corey.
that's why I say it's
Facts.
you everybody is in a bubble. Like everybody is, and it's crazy how many people are content with doing like.
Some people are.
And I promise you, I want to. Listen, y'all, you gotta know me. Like I promise you, I am not.
She don't mean
jobs.
it in
I
no
promise
type
you
of
I
bad
don't.
way.
But it's just the one that, like the God Himself said, this.
What it say, this?
Like, I mean, you can like He created everybody with a everybody was created with a purpose. Like everybody, He didn't say go to work.
Not for everybody.
Corey said I was
I just
making
be
good
listening on that
money
part.
and I still felt like it wasn't for me. I had to go and never look back.
What the old
You
folks
got
say,
to,
all
Corey.
money ain't good money.
Man, listen.
Right. Even when you feel like it's good.
I mean, listen.
Sometimes it ain't good enough.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay, we did talk about that either. Okay, I see. Okay.
What's that?
She said on the topic, it depends on the couple. Sometimes they can and sometimes they can't. as far as coexisting. Somebody being raised on survival versus being, somebody being raised on survival, being in a relationship with somebody being raised on love.
I can definitely believe that. And I just use me and Chris for an example because that's my truth or whatever. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm not gonna say I feel like we couldn't survive, but like I said, it was definitely different because most people that I have like dated in the past, they had big families. Mm-hmm. They were used to just kicking it, and I'm not saying that Chris has a very loving family. Yeah. It's just kind of like small, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just used to I got a
daddy still, they still okay.
So he got a mama, stepdaddy, daddy, stepmom, you know what I'm saying? So that right there was different within itself right there. Because it was just my mama and my dad, you know what I'm saying? And he's used to, he would tell me stories about I be with my mama, and then for the summer I used to go and kick it with my dad. So to hear him talk about his life was different from mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to, all I can tell you about is shit I did with my mom and dad and with my friends when we kicked it. He was like, we went to Atlanta with my dad and we did this. You know what I'm saying? So to me it kind of felt like his word was a little more exciting to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he got to live two different lives. You know what I'm saying? So with Chris go a little harder than me. I feel like I'm a little more I'm not gonna say soft, but Chris is more so it's either black or white with him. It ain't no in between. I'm more so forgiving. Mm-hmm. I'm more so, baby, it's it's cool. I don't be wanting no smoke. You know what I'm saying? But if smoke comes to me, we can, definitely. We don't light that shit up and smoke. Now put that in your pipe and smoke. But no.
But you don't look right,
you know what I'm saying? Chris more so now, motherfucker disrespect me. He raised on now. You got to give respect to get respect. And I'm more so, I'ma always give respect. I always say, and this is my motto, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me into somebody I'm not. I don't give a damn what nobody do to me. They would never say, damn, Mika acting like that. Now, anybody that know me, I done been the same Mika from here to now. Ain't nothing changed about me. More so Chris like, nah, that nigga disrespecting me is done. That nigga can't say nothing to me. I speak to him and keep rolling. It's water off my back. But I can say that kind of helped balance us because then it made me realize certain BS I was putting up with, like in certain friendships and with my job. It made me kind of more so stand up for myself. It's not. I'm not gonna say I did stand up for myself, but I'm more so the type I just leave shit alone and go on about my business versus just go ahead and calling a spade like you bullshit. When Chris is the type, he gonna tell you bullshit. He don't give a damn who it is. You bullshit. And he gonna let you know. And since you bullshit, I'm not fucking with you.
Me, Greg is so much
like,
for real.
And me, I'm more sort of type like, you know what I'm saying? You bullshitting, but it's cool. I'ma just feed you with a long handle.
It's crazy.
But like I said, I feel like it balanced us because it did kind of help me. Like, I feel like it's certain things that I've tackled because of him. Like, or just call bullshit because I was like, you know what? They right, that's bullshit. Check it out, you bullshit. I'm not gonna say it as hard as him.
And
like
sometimes
that'll
happen before we go anywhere else.
And then him, I feel like now he'll come to me about, babe, check this out. Let me tell you what you think, and I tell him like, babe, it's okay. And then he'll be like, you know what, babe, I ain't gonna shit.
You need
right.
that. You need that balance.
It's cool, So I kind of calm him down a little bit, and he kind of rear me up a little bit in certain places where I should.
I think that's me and Mario because I'm both. I'm getting better at letting now. I'm getting better at not addressing it. Everything don't even need that emotion.
It don't.
Like it's not even working. Like I really have to be like,
ooh,
no. You know what? I would rather stay happy because I get mad. Like I hate being in that mad space. Like
it's not a good space.
I'm not in control of my emotions. So I'm getting better at controlling my emotions. But I have.
It can get. I can believe
he work. He still. What Steve Harvey say? Don't trip. He ain't through with me.
He ain't through with me yet.
He working
because I promise you sound like Chris. Because Chris he'll fly off the hell. And I remember the first time just seeing him just go slap off. That shit was weird. I'm like, what? And then that also goes back to like my daddy. My daddy was real laid back and shit. If you heard my daddy snapping, you better get out the way.
yeah.
I'm talking about if he mad, go in your room and chill.
Yeah.
Cause
I ain't never heard him. I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My daddy, he was
Just
my daddy never just was just I've never
give
seen
you a
him
dance?
just right. He'll let you know like,
Oh.
all right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but he
saying?
ain't-
But Connie,
Oh, baby. Flip the table in a minute.
Connie will let your ass know you bullshit.
Franklin.
You know?
Franklin
Look,
lying.
okay, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And I'm gonna need some sturdy wings to pick me up, baby.
Corey
You know.
said, sometimes you even gotta pull away from the big family. My bad. They might be loving, but it might not be as supportive as you need.
True. Your family.
Okay, said I was in a relationship. I was raised in love, both parents, small family. My ex, he didn't. Only his one parent household and wasn't giving love. Wasn't getting love. The relationship didn't last because he wasn't used to seeing someone show him love and seeing having a loving family. That's why I said it depends.
That's why I said, it's
sense.
hard. Like that's why I say you fight against genetics.
Yeah.
Like you raising a child that you want to give your child what you didn't get, but they daddy on some bullshit. Like they daddy still thinking this shit cool. Like that's hard to try to change. And then a man, like imagine a woman trying to be like, well, baby, you know, you going to her. They gonna automatically think, oh, you just babying him.
Right.
No,
let that baby, you know.
It's like no, it's like, and I be thinking like you wasn't like you don't remember being a child, like come on
And
now.
being in your feelings.
Like-
And that's one thing I always like. Go back to. It's a lot of things that I want to do like my parents, and then there's certain things that I do want to switch up. I want my child, and I'm not saying we were allowed to cry and feel some type of way, but it was only for so long.
Straighten up. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Good.
Versus, and especially like with boys, my dad, I feel like my daddy was a little harder on my brother. You know, kind of like just I guess he felt like because that was to make him a man. Because my daddy never really just showed a lot of emotion. Now he was gonna tell us he loved us.
Yeah.
He was gonna do that. But as far as outside of us, my daddy was a man. That's all you was gonna see. You
And
wasn't gonna see nothing outside of it. So I felt like he was harder on my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
And
he'd
was a
been
little
through
more-
life, so he already knew.
So I feel like he was trying to prepare him for like now that he's gone. It's like, son, I gotta show you how to be a man. How you gotta stand up and you gotta take care of your family. And I want that for my son, but I want him to be emotionally expressive and available.
Yeah.
And I can't say shout out to his dad. I feel like his daddy does allow him to come to him, because my Jalen adores his father. Do you hear me? I'm talking, he lights up. And Jeremy, he's affectionate with my back. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate about him, because it's not like my son has to be this. You know, now sometimes he do get to crying a little too much, but he'll more so cry because he can't get his way. Now that I don't do. But if he's feeling some type of way about someone, he'll tell my mama, I'm just, you know. And if anybody know my son, y'all know him, he just gonna say like, mama, I don't like. He'll let you know he don't like it. You know, he don't like it. Mama, I feel some type of way. I never want him to feel like he can't express himself, because one day he's gonna have to be a man. He's gonna have to learn how to love a woman, have to communicate with her and show her love and affection, and know how to receive it at the same time, and be a father to other, to his children.
For real.
So I want,
That
you
shit,
know what I'm saying?
that shit get it get, what is it? Suppress, repress.
Yep, suppress.
Suppress. Like when you just imagine if you a little boy. Okay, boom. You a little boy.
Pitch it.
I'm gonna take you from a little boy to a grown man, right? Okay, if you a little boy and you got everybody got the same emotions. So as a little boy, you trying to figure out these emotions. You can't express how you feel, but when you cry or you whine, it's like somebody saying shut up.
Yeah.
So somebody
What
keep
you crying
telling you
for?
don't cry. As you get older, that's when men come with the toughness.
Boys ain't supposed to cry. What
And
you
now
crying for?
that's left with us as women
To deal with these
gotta deal
niggas,
with
man.
this bullshit.
Nigga, why you so hard? God
I just said I love you, my nigga. Like, but that shit start from.
For real.
But you can tell from most men. They're like, baby, what's my like? Talk to me. What's my? Then you got the one nigga. Shut up.
Right,
What you
because
crying
you like with Chris. Now Jalen's dad was kind of forced to grow up early due to his circumstances and what he had going on. Chris is very affectionate. He's very loving, because being that his mom and dad was separated, he was mainly raised by his mama and his aunties. So even though I feel like in a sense he was raised on survival, because that's kind of like what he was taught, because he was in a single parent home and his mama just hustled and worked hard, and she's still like that to this day of like drilling that in him. But I feel like because he was raised by his mama and being around his aunties, he's a little more like, baby, you know, he got that in him. He got that woman's touch, you know. But then I feel like just the way he lived his life and doing all that stuff, it's in him. He got a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? And then now, like, he got 2 girls. He soft as kind when it comes down to girls.
See, and
you know,
and them the ones that recognize, like, okay, I'm a daddy.
Yeah, and that's what I love. That, and like I said, shout out to both of my children's fathers. Shout out to them because they both are amazing. I can't, like, for real, I can't take that from them. And people don't give credit enough. I was talking to the young lady that was braiding my hair. I was like, you know, I never imagined that I would have 2 children. I said, but I thank God that I have 2 children that have amazing fathers. I'm just not a mama out here with 2 kids trying to do this shit on my own. I could call either one of them. You know what I'm saying? And even though me and Chris are together, but I still feel like even if we weren't together, because he was already an amazing father before me and him had kids together.
Like,
so I feel like because he was raised with his mama, he has that soft and gentleness. You know, especially when it come down to his girls, baby, he don't play. And they gonna break him down every time. But anybody else, he like, man, fuck that. He don't play.
But then that's the beauty of having that.
Where you going?
Who is that?
My husband.
Oh, he trying to get on live.
Shout out to Greg. He outside.
But
Who that chichi?
I get
It's somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's Gregory. He had mama and daddy in the household, and like he's the affectionate and baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he also the Papa G wasn't going. Like you done seen Papa G, like Papa G ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So he put that in him, and then his mama too. Like his mama got some gangsta in her too.
Yeah,
you know
now I didn't more so
she
more so
ain't
see
going.
his mama.
Yeah, you
and
know
I
what I'm saying?
love
So-
his mom. She has such a good spirit about her. Like I love her.
Boom.
All right, come on.
You know, I thought
Get
that
it.
type of scenario.
Okay, come on.
Boom. Let's just say. Okay, go.
Before you say that, but Maya's dad, he had a mama and a stepdad, but his stepdaddy was there from Jump Street almost. So, but he recognized, and I can remember him saying this back when we were dating. He recognized early that my daughter not gonna have the type of daddy that I had.
Okay.
And from then on, he has been there, not a step short. Like, when
Shout
I
out
say,
to Chrome.
like, he
Shout out to these baby. We got some
Good. Shout out to them.
for real. I can't take that from him. I might not like him sometimes, but you know.
And that's the thing. When it come down to being a father, they got this.
Right.
All right, come on. Hit on with the scenario.
Curveball.
Boom. Okay, boom. Cam, I got a son. He not too. He ain't got that in him. So you know he's going to school. I used to be like, hey, you better tell him. So, like, I'm going on the bus. The lady was like, man, you can't come on here like. And I had to realize there was another teachable moment. I had to realize like, okay, you like that because you was in the hoop like you had to be.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't put that in him. And one guy he made me real. I was talking to one of my customers. He was like, you got to think about it. He was a preacher. He was like, you got to think about it. He was like, you trying to put that in it. He's like, what if you put that negative, that hardness in him, and it turned into you can't cut it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's why I be like, So I used to believe like, boy, you better stop all that crying. But now it's like, you right. Like he could have it in him and be doing shit.
Right.
Get in trouble.
Right. Whooping everybody ass on the
So
bus.
I'm like, I can't put that. Like that's just not him. So now what I do when he come home saying, "Mama, somebody mess with me," I go go fuck him up.
Yeah. Where they at? Call that mama.
He be like, "Mommy."
Right.
So I'm like, alright, just I had to do the Rosa Parks.
Yeah,
Just
baby.
Just long as they don't touch. But if they touch you,
you
fuck them up. But he's not.
Okay.
So I just be like, Cam. So now he understand. He handles. He know how to handle the bullying.
Yeah.
So he know how to handle when somebody's talking about him.
Yeah.
He got that armor.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do shit.
Right, but at least you done gave them that foundation. Right, I'm gonna pull up. You have to show them, because I remember one point Jalen was talking about he was getting bullied, and that be the heartbreaking thing about parenting when you can't. When there's certain things you want to do for your children, but you feel like you cannot step in. Like Jalen was feeling like he was getting bullied at school, and he was just like, you know, I remember because we always pray before we go to bed. And I remember he was just laying in the bed, he just broke down crying one night, and that just broke my heart because it make you feel like, what am I not doing? You know, you just be like, I want to go hard from. I don't want no. You want to pull up at the school and kick a kid ass. That's just basically what it is. I want to pull up. And I want to kick a kid's ass so they'll know. Don't play with Jalen because his mama will kick your ass.
This is my child and I'm sticking beside him.
You know, so when he's crying to me like, Mama, the kids be talking about me and they be bullying me. And I'm like, do y'all want to tell them, roast their ass? When they say something, roast them back.
Yeah.
If they put their hands on you,
put your hands on the back.
So now get out. You know, but I always put that in you. If somebody put their hands on you, you defend yourself. Now I'm not. Don't you touch nobody first.
Right.
Don't you bully nobody first because you know how it feels to be bullied.
Right.
But you stand your ground. But it's hard when your children are telling you, I'm getting picked on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know I kind of went through a spell of getting like picked on and just going through stuff. And I know how that feels to be a child and you feel like people are against you.
Yeah.
You know, just the people walking down the same hallway as you. You scared to walk down the hall because you scared somebody gonna try you. Or you scared somebody gonna try to fight you or jump on you and stuff like that. So it goes from the role of being that child to being an adult and seeing your child go through stuff like that. Like that is the hardest thing about parenting when you feel like you can't do nothing, you know, but just kind of instill in them, baby, you know. People are gonna talk about you, you know, and baby, you can't let what people say about you bother you. But when deep down in our hearts, we know what people say about you bothers you.
Right.
You know, so it kind of be feeling like, damn, am I giving my baby false hope? You know, but you want them to know, like, baby,
it ain't that.
Don't let what these folks saying and they doing, don't let that bother you. But I know it will. And, you know,
that's,
like
that's what I tell them. You know, you got that's easier said. Like, and you got to think about it, like you know, I'm sure you got bullied when you was like, you know the feeling.
That's what I was just saying. Like I firsthand know how.
So that's why when I be telling Kane, I be like, I'm telling him to do all this. Like, but when you in the moment at the school, you got these like other students
that's
making it worse.
It's easier said than done. I was picked on when I say a lot. Like I remember like writing letters to my mama and telling her like getting picked on and just coming home and like cry, like just boo-hoo and crying. Like even in high school, there was a lot of stuff I dealt with. Like Sydney them know, but people outside that didn't know of just flat out getting bullied. Like
I got bullied too. I got
bullied. So when your child cry to you like I'm getting bullied,
girl, you want to go blow.
Girl, I could cry now just talking about it.
That's why
you want to go and kick a kid's ass so they'll know.
And
don't play with my child.
And then okay, boom.
Come on.
Listen, that goes back. You sending your child to school with all these kids that's raised on survival.
Yeah.
True. So it's like you putting your kids.
I was always saying my son up there, and this is nothing towards nobody, but I was like, it was certain things that Jalen would come back and say, I'm like, you up there with them ghetto ass children. Woo! And it's like I could just tell like your mama them ain't right, and I'm not saying that how I'm raising my child is so much better because somebody can look at how I'm raising my child and be like, girl, you ain't doing nothing. But I just was like, it's certain stuff my child he not gonna say. He didn't even, it would be certain stuff Jalen come back and say, I'm like, where you get that from? Where you hear that at? Because I know you ain't heard that from me. You ain't heard that from your dad. You ain't heard that from nobody. So I'm like, you up there with these ghetto ass kids that's raised out, survive. All they know is ghettoism.
That's 80% of
Ghettoism.
Like it's like certain shit they be coming home telling me like,
who said that?
Who they mama?
Y'all.
Who raised you?
My Jalen came home talking about a little boy was talking to him about gangs.
And you can't do nothing about it. I mean,
his daddy was livid. Do you hear
they
me?
exposing these
and I'm like, y'all are 6 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is going on in your household that you even know about what colors you supposed to wear, what gang you supposed to rep it? I'm just like, I can't even I didn't even know how to feel to be mad, be upset. His dad is just on go mode, like, hell, now whoever that is, keep them away from my child. You know, so I'm just like, I don't know how to process that, because where do that shit come from at 6?
On a brighter note, what I had, like I said, this whole year I've been like every scenario I done thought about. So it's like, okay, boom with that. When you think about, they kind of need it for when they get in this real world.
Facts. But at 6, don't tell my child.
Yeah, you don't.
Do not tell my child that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when it come down to certain shit like that, his dad gonna step in and let him know his boundaries are, you know, not even necessarily with gangs or whatever. I just feel like I want to keep my child a child as long as they can be a child.
And that was my thing.
And that's hard sending them to school.
You can't keep a child from all them other damn children.
With Samaya, I try to keep her as much of a child as I can. Like, she even, like, down to her hair. She even wore them bows and them twisting them bow reds as long as I can keep them in her head. Because it's just certain stuff that I just don't, I feel like she is not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not finna walk around with my child with no sex in her head. Like, no, I'm not finna do that.
Yeah.
Like, I was even a little iffy with the crochet braids, because some of them just be too grown for some of them kids.
Too much.
But that's just that's
how I feel.
Like, that's how I feel, and that's one thing that me and her dad agree on. Like, even with the cell phone thing and all that type of stuff, like, we come to agreement on it.
Yeah.
Like, we can't come to a common ground. We'll just compromise.
Like, okay, let's meet.
Yeah, let's meet halfway.
Right, like, all right, we'll do it like this one time, we'll do it like that
right,
one time. Whatever.
It's so much that they're exposed to, and that's why I feel like social media is a blessing and a curse. And like all that is because TikTok, I can't stand it for my child.
Yeah, I don't let Jalen get on TikTok at all. And YouTube is on a thin
I can't stand
line.
Yeah,
but TikTok is a no.
Yeah,
baby, don't play with me. You better not even mention it. I'm not even on TikTok. I got an account, but I don't even get on there. Like, it's just.
I can't lie. I do get on it. I'm on it, and
I choose not to get on it like that. But I know for my child, TikTok is not an option. And me and his dad already agreed.
Yeah.
He better not have a TikTok.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got him a little phone. He ain't got no cellular data, no nothing. All he can do is download games. He wants from Jalen 6.
Okay.
The phone, it's an old phone I got. I let him download his little game when he want to watch YouTube, and I still go through that and make sure, baby, what you watch? Don't put that on no more. Don't watch it, because Jalen getting to the point that he talk about a girlfriend now. Because you know, on YouTube they had like the couples and they doing all this
and then YouTube had that clickbait where like it's certain stuff that Lele be on YouTube and she bring me something. I be like, what? How did you find this?
Right.
And it
How
be
you
like
get on this?
Like, and it be on the kids. She be like, mommy, it was
it was on some, and they don't know no better. They just feel like, well, I was already watching this. Let me watch the next video that's coming up.
It's so much you get. It's like you releasing your child in this world. They exposed to everything. And as a child, like what you learn is like I said, between 3 and 7. That's the time when your brain that's what's going that's your person like you're forming your personality as a child. Like you act like you act because of how you was raised. I act how it's how you was raised. It ain't no sugarcoat.
Ain't no other way around.
So it's like now as parents, all of us, we just gotta be like, okay, this is who we living for.
Yep.
We getting old.
Unfortunately,
we getting old, and now,
but that's a blessing. Let me not.
They gonna be us, and I don't want them sitting here 34 and telling they stuck trying to figure this shit out. Yeah. I want to have the shit figured. I ain't got it figured out, but I'm just saying.
But you want to provide a path or just some type of guidance where they'll know. Okay, this is what I was raised on. I was taught this, and I feel like this is right, and this is the way that I should go. Because I feel like you view life totally different when you have children. And I'm not knocking nobody who don't have kids.
It looks so much
because I feel like your life is just as important. You be just as stressed. You be just as tired. Because people kill me when they try to make it seem like because you ain't got no kids, your life just glamorous. It's a lot of people that don't have children that have they are living in hell. Just about. You know what I'm saying? So let me put that out there.
Just make it I ain't gonna say work, but if you responsible.
You responsible
For
for your
another
hell
human being.
and trying to make somebody else have a heaven.
Yeah.
So while you trying to be happy, you trying to keep the
You
baby
trying to
happy,
keep
but
the
you're not
children
happy.
happy, but
So
you're
then
not
the
happy
baby
because
not
I gotta
happy.
make sure that
It's
the kids happy. Because if
yeah.
I'm happy, then 9 times out of 10, like it's just a lot. So I feel like you view life differently. It's so many things I feel like I used to do 6 years ago because my child was 6. You know, a decision that I would make. I look back and I be thinking like, Mika, you were somebody's mama. I'm responsible for children to make sure that they eat every day and got clothes.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just turned into my mom. Like when I think about certain things that my parents used to say and used to do, and I'd be like, it'd be like a punch in the gut. Like, damn, mama, oh, they were right. Oh, they were right. Oh, like a punch in the gut, literally. Like, mama, them was fucking right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Akaya said, yes, it's easier said than done. Bullying is terrible. I feel you, Mika. Being bullied can affect you too. You're an adult. I was bullied. People know how bad it is.
Girl.
People don't know how bad it is.
Like
Yes.
bullying,
yeah.
As for a child
Ooh.
cannot. Like some people, Cam was not hurting himself.
Yeah.
Like that's when Cam, like last year, I think that's when that was my moment when I was like, all right, bitch, you gotta like some like.
yeah, it gotta be a shift.
Cause I'm like, wait, I'm knowing I'm giving him my all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he feeling like this because of somebody else.
Right.
I was
Nah.
like, wait.
Yeah.
And then that made me think like, damn, I need some more money. Like, cause right now I gotta do what the government telling me to do.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't got no money
Yeah.
to pay for a
To
better
move around and
education.
do what I got, what I
I
want
had
to do.
to go on a mission
Yeah.
to find some money.
Them coins.
So I'm still trying to get, I ain't got none yet.
Y'all
But
know
I'm
that.
still trying to get. But that was my,
Yeah,
but for
that,
real. Like,
that bullying stuff, I
Yeah.
feel like I had to, like I said, I was bullied a lot. Like literally from elementary, middle school to high school. And I remember, it's the God honest truth, my senior prom was the day that I just kind of like, and this may sound crazy, not necessarily rebirth myself, but that like my senior prom was the day like I literally looked myself in the mirror and was like, bitch, you free. You just finna live your life. I wasn't gonna be worried about what nobody was gonna say about me, or what they was already saying about me, or how they felt about me. I had to just overcome the shit from the past. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my mama and daddy were always there for me. I was never a child that was bullied and never was backed up behind whatever was going on, but it's certain shit your mama and them they can't do. They can't come because they want to come up to the school and kick the kids' ass because that's what I want to do. But they can't do that. All mama can tell you is, baby, don't let with you have to just instill with them and build them up in their confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
and then send them in the
I was able to overcome because that's just what in my heart I didn't want to just hold on to that shit. Sometimes I look back on certain shit that I went through and I can laugh on it, and then sometimes I can dwell on it and be like, damn, I went through that.
Yeah.
And it's cool. So that bullying shit is
nigga, look at, I mean, I appreciate the bullying.
Yeah.
Like
now that I feel like that's what fuels my confidence, my personality. Because I feel like a bitch can't tell me nothing. Not saying I'm shitting on nobody. Because I try to remain as humble as possible. But I know what type of person I am, regardless of what people have ever thought about me or said about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good person.
Yeah.
And I can go to sleep at night, I promise, to God every night with no hesitation. Because in my heart, I try my best to put out good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to just, sometimes we can get to the point where we'll dwell and we'll have them pity party. Sometimes I look myself in the mirror and I be like, Mika, it ain't that deep.
it ain't that serious.
Because we will dwell.
Yeah.
I will look in the mirror and that's the guy, I tell myself, Mika, it is not that deep.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, get your shit together. You gotta tell yourself that.
Yeah.
When I like emotion come up, life happens, some distraction. I can be happy, you know. Of course you're gonna go through that, but we gonna feel
that. You can't
but
escape
you
it.
have to. This what I do. I be like, is this shit gonna matter tomorrow?
Right.
No. And I just get back for real, like,
Yeah.
cause I like holding on to shit that makes. Me and Mario get into it. I used to hold on to shit. He's happy the next
They don't
day.
give a damn. It's like, baby.
And now, like, we've been 15 years in, I'm like, even matter,
Right.
Lamar. Like
It don't even matter.
we argued for like 10
Yes, I do.
seconds, and I'm like, the shit ain't gonna like it don't even be shit. And now we to the point where we both on the same.
Yeah, it's like
Like we'll start it like, cause what will turn into some nigga what? Now it's like
it's all good.
it ain't like
Yeah, it
okay,
ain't worth
you
it.
drop the chick like fuck it.
It's not like, oh,
I
I
pick it up,
right.
fuck
Like literally.
you know, and tomorrow it's like that shit ain't even. Oh yeah,
It
we
does.
didn't get. It ain't even that emotion. It takes a lot of energy.
It does.
Like when you being, you know, you mad at him and he
Trying not to say nothing.
Trying not to touch you in the bed.
Right. You won't say nothing.
No, you want him to.
You trying to ignore. I said, look at see this ugly ass.
No, you want him to. And be like, oh, he ain't gonna ask what's wrong with me.
And I know this motherfucker know I'm mad. You just
Oh, he ain't gonna
be
scoot
like
over here
that.
and see me scoot over
Yeah,
here.
one day these niggas ignore me. I'm over there sniffing. This nigga went to sleep. He's snoring. Then I started cutting on lights. And I was like, "What are you niggas doing?" I am crying. Cause the argument didn't end. Like it ended like he had the last word. I'm over there. This nigga turned over and went to sleep. That's when
you
I
gotta
knew
dry
like,
tears.
I'm like, you know what?
Bitch, calm down.
It don't matter to him clearly. Take your ass
Ain't
to
no
sleep.
need in me getting all bit out.
You too busy.
Now I done woke up with puffy eyes.
And he look, what's wrong with you?
You crying?
Your sinuses acting up
You
like
know we got into it later. You know, you still think about this shit? Yeah, niggas is different. We be holding on to stuff. We be mad.
Oh, cause do you hear me?
Mad. They, baby, what you want to eat?
Nigga.
Gun.
Do it right there, bullet.
Accountable, nigga. You get on this grill.
like literally.
But, I mean, yeah, you can't. Like, 2021 has showed us all.
Yeah.
And
You
then
have to
too,
jeez.
as far as the kids go, like with it's kids that in the same school with your kid, like you said, who raised on survival and don't know nothing else, and then who parents at home that don't know nothing else.
And
but
they feel like they're
survival.
doing the
Don't
best.
Right,
They
and
doing
it's
what
just
they feel is
survival
right.
after survival after survival. So it's just like that's all they met with is this.
Yeah.
Yep, bam. It's
Yes.
like shot after shot after
So
shot.
you know they don't
Yeah.
care about the parent coming up there. You telling them, your mama gonna come.
They like, bring your mama. That's right. Bring your mama. My mama gonna pull up too.
So it's sometimes I be like, you know what, Cam? Some little boy on the bus, I try to get on the bus, and the boy look at me like, I'm like, you messing with him? You like, yes, ma'am.
What you wanna do?
Where's your mommy?
I invite you too.
I like see them see. Yeah, but some like you can't win. Like some of them, it just
Yeah.
these kids just out here they thugging.
They is thugging.
They thugging outside. They don't need
Man,
cake.
they
is
thugging.
They live in
thug,
Boosie
yeah,
lyrics,
like-
literally. They thugging outside.
And I got some
They
soft.
don't need.
Like they realize
Hey,
thugging, and it's
boy.
crazy. Like it's
Like, little.
really crazy.
Like,
and it
Like,
make you look back on like being a child when it was like
it wasn't
I know
like this.
I knew
Like,
people were raised different from it.
Yeah.
Make you really realize people were raised
Yeah,
differently
raised.
from me. Like certain stuff that I would do or I had or could do, and
Well, that's
certain
right.
children
That's
were
true.
doing, wasn't doing.
Yeah,
Or mama be like,
yeah.
baby, you know you can't have them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
doing too much.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Cause mama like I'm
I
raising
ain't
you
raising,
off love,
yeah.
not survival,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't raising you like that. And I can't say that's the blessing within me, Sydney, Kel, Roche,
Yeah.
Pooh, all like that's I feel like the commonness within our friendship because our
Yeah.
parents were literally just raising us
Yeah.
off of love. I feel like if we all was being raised differently, I feel like we probably would have been friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just blossomed so smoothly because regardless
Y'all
of
were brought
because
up
I
with the
had my
same-
mama and dad or
Yeah.
City just had her mom, they all recognize in each other. We trying to raise these children.
Right.
We trying to
And
raise
right.
them the right way.
And ironically, it was only out the whole group. It was only 2 of us who really had a
Right.
single parent home.
Everybody else had like
everybody
mom
else
and dad.
had their mama
But
and dad.
but the
and
thing
their
is,
parents
it
were
didn't even
married
matter.
still.
We didn't
Right.
care
We
about
didn't
them.
care. We did
We
not
didn't
care.
care. I didn't look
Nah.
at you differently because all you had was your mama.
Yeah.
I admired your mama, and to this day, like,
Yeah.
damn, your mama did this
Yeah.
shit by herself.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you. I look at her in a different light versus when I was a child, as a grown woman, being a mother, like your mama did this shit.
About
You know,
herself.
like by your and your mama went out there in the street. She like your mama was home. Your mama was working. We could come home, pull up. Your mama there.
Yep.
She
Yep.
smoking
And
them
as a
cigarettes,
as a
playing her
child-
games on that computer. But you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that, you appreciate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can look back on that and like
Like, damn,
sitting there with your
my
mama. Your mama got her radio going, playing
Yeah.
her old school music.
Yeah.
Your mama cook Mario or pop up sometimes, cook food for her. You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
look. Like even with Pooh, because she was in separate home. Like with her
Yeah.
dad, her dad was the first one to really take me to like a fancy ass restaurant.
Uh-huh.
We went to, damn, it was downtown. Was it? I can't remember exactly what it was. It was Valentine's Day. He took me and Pooh on the date. So that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't matter because your mama or your dad wasn't
Yeah.
together. I learned something from every. I would
Yeah.
never forget that. Her dad was like, y'all put some good clothes on.
Yeah.
He always included me. He took that. Was it D? No, it wasn't D. It was something with a D. But it was downtown because for some reason I feel like Mario worked. He didn't work at a restaurant. He was.
Downtown,
The
when he
Capital
worked at
Club.
Capital Club.
That's what we
Was
went.
it,
Was it the
really?
Capitol
It was
Club?
like up on the
Upstairs.
19th floor.
Yes.
Oh, for real?
Her dad took us, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm lying, God forgive me, but I know he took us somewhere because for some reason, like I said, I think Mario worked there. That was my first time going to like just a
It's
fancy.
a fancy upstairs
Her,
with the
his dad, her dad let us order whatever we wanted for Valentine's Day. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
That was dope. I never
sometimes
knew that.
even
That's
when
dope.
That was, and that's great. Like with that moment, it's like that's why you go through moments when you young, where you still remember shit
Yeah.
like back then.
you're
And
grateful
it
for
be
the difference. I say you're grateful for the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
You're literally
Yeah.
grateful
Yeah.
for the differences just to be like because you were raised differently and like I said that's something her dad did for me. I never forget.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
literally never forget that. That was something that he just decided to include
Yeah.
me on. I was like, that shit is cool.
And then he probably
Yeah.
that
He
was
probably
something.
ain't even thought he just like I'm gonna take Mika, you know, cause we
Yeah.
That was
So
like,
that's
you,
what-
it's
it's
like
a
you do
beautiful
stuff
thing.
for kids. They
Mhm.
remember.
they
Yeah.
when I say
Like, they
they
remember,
remember it
yeah.
like it's so much stuff
It's
as a
a
child.
when I got my being dark, you know, I got teeth. So it was like you dark, got big lips, big nose. I know it was some big lady. I don't know. I still don't know. It was somebody, one of my friends' mama. I don't know. But she was like, "You are a pretty black girl." That stuck with me. Like hearing that young, so I've been. So she put that in me, like, bitch, you the like.
Period.
And that kind of helped me out when I got to middle school and elementary, cause the jabs didn't hurt as much. They hurt it, but
Right.
it was like on the bus, oh, you black, you. I was like, damn, but I always thought what she had told.
Yeah.
And she meant it. Like, she
Yeah.
was like, come
It was
here.
coming from sincerity.
She was like, you know, you
And
pretty.
you know, as a child,
Yeah.
you know when stuff is sincere.
Yes.
You know when somebody means.
So,
it.
and
Yeah.
still to this day, I be like, bitch, that lady said, like,
You remember Miss Keisha? She told me this.
So, and that still stuck with me. And somebody might think I'm ugly. I don't know.
And it don't
But
matter.
you can't tell me nothing.
Right. That's-
Because of that
When
moment.
you are
Yeah.
a child, it's so many things that literally stick with you and and like help mold you. Like I said, just and it's crazy because I literally forgot about that. I literally
Just thought about it.
thought like literally
Yeah.
thought about that, like the fact that man even included me because he used to always do stuff like that with Pooh.
Yeah.
And I always admired him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, her dad always just do
He
not
took
take it
the
from my
dark
dad,
friend,
but I
yeah.
kind of used to be like, dang, I
Yeah.
wish my dad
Yeah,
would,"
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know. So that's why people. You also have to realize just because somebody got their mom and dad, it's certain stuff you
It's
still
first,
feel like
yeah,
you
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And even though you probably do have a daddy, but just
Right.
like some daddies are not in tune.
Right, my daddy
Maybe
was
make mine.
daddy's love was baby. You got a roof
And
over
it
your
don't-
head, and you got.
And it
the-
don't
you
even
know,
be nothing. He just
That's
he
just
was
what-
brought up on
And the thing is,
survival.
and I'm forever grateful
Yeah,
for it
yeah,
because,
yeah,
like
yeah.
how you were saying earlier, we were going without shit and we didn't even know
We didn't
we
even
know
realize
that.
it. Right. Right.
We didn't even
Until it
know.
was placed in our face.
We didn't
Until
even
it was
know.
placed in our
It was
face.
it was so
Yeah.
many things I probably missed out on.
Yeah.
Didn't even
Yeah,
pay.
didn't
Didn't
even
even know it.
Yeah.
Couldn't even recognize it because mom and dad just held their shit
They-
together and they did
they
what
did
they
what they
had to
supposed
do.
to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Get
excuse
up.
me, I knew at certain points like my mom and dad was struggling, but it was never brought to the point where I felt like I had to
It was the
personally
right thing.
Yeah.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
right.
mom and dad was like, well, we gonna
We
get
had-
through, you know?
Right.
Like my daddy motto, I was Always was. It's gonna get a little hard before it get better.
Oh, it
So
always.
that was always my. It's gonna get a little harder. Or it may get a little worse, but it's gonna get
It's
better.
gonna get better.
So I was like, hey, we're just gonna thug it out. We're gonna tough it out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
And
that's how I do
them
it.
hard times they be so beautiful. After you get over them.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't pretty when you in them.
And after you get over them, oh my, it's like you see like it's a God.
Yes.
Like who
Lord,
like,
thank you.
Like it's a whole like who got me through like
Yeah.
at some point you gotta be like, I ain't do that.
Get that one nobody forgot.
I ain't even do that one.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how I even
If that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ooh.
I ain't do nothing. I was just there.
it be so
I'm
like
just there to witness
oh my God.
Literally. But you know
Man.
what? The things that those type of moments is what make me look in the mirror and be like, Nikki, it ain't that
It
deep.
ain't
Yeah.
that deep, my nigga.
I get on my knees and just say it like I literally just talk to the Lord like I'm having a conversation because He know my heart. That's how I talk to Him.
Yeah.
That's how we have our conversation. And I let the Lord know what I got going. And I say to the Lord, now Lord, this is literally how I be talking. Like Lord, now you gonna have to figure it out because I'm not finna stress about it. I'm gonna let you handle it. And I get on my knees
And if you think
and
about
let it go, and it get worked out every
I
time.
was just gonna say
So that's why I be like, Mickey, it ain't that deep. 'Cause that was-
I just used to then like when you say y'all be quiet because I'm praying and then
fall
it
asleep.
be
And
I
then
be
it
like, hold on, I gotta be quiet. I'm praying.
shout out to my friends because they always respected when I was praying.
I'm on the phone
Literally, like,
and
Because you know we always
15
be-
minutes later I'm like, no, this girl's still praying.
Oh, you used to be on the phone and say, hold on.
no. We would all be chilling together. Like, say for instance, it's all of us and we spend the night at whoever house. We all laying in the bed, chilling, somebody on the phone. I be like, all right, y'all, hold on, I'm finna pray.
Oh, really?
I've always been big on prayer. I've always been one, I'm gonna pray if I don't do nothing else. So I be like, y'all, I'm finna pray. And them, they always respect it. They be like,
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna let you pray.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if Cindy on the phone, she be like, hold on, Mika finna pray.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't
on-
talk.
I can't.
They respected it. And I'm the type, I'ma pray and I'ma fall asleep.
She gonna fall asleep in the middle of her
And
prayer.
then I wake up like, hold on, y'all, for real. I'm finna pray. I'm finna pray.
Hold on, for real. I'm finna pick this back up. I gotta finish.
Lord, I left off on a chapter. Hold on, y'all.
Nigga, for real.
I'm dead
I'm a
serious.
fool now.
Like I ain't like that. Like they ain't sit well with me.
Like literally.
like, bruh.
Like that. And Mika, you
So that
still
was in high school? Okay.
I've always been big on praying, but that's just how I was raised.
Cause Connie wasn't going. If you spent the night at Connie's house on the weekend and you was there on Sunday, and she don't care how
You
late
going
you
to
was out
church.
Saturday.
Who?
She coming up looking on them lights
Baby,
and
y'all
you
ain't
ain't up.
up.
It's over with.
Ooh. And will call your mama and let you know.
Yes.
Ooh. They don't play.
And what made it worse is they went to the church that Liz Mo went to. So if Liz Mo knew I'm there,
The aunties was there.
yes. And if I ain't up in there, yes.
Which is so weird because the fact that me and Cindy became friends and then all our people went to the same
like 'cause
church
yeah,
together.
church.
Like what a coincidence.
Yeah,
Like
so
literally.
if Connie came to Liz Mo with an issue, it was over for me.
Like literally.
Like it was over.
My mama was a type. I'm like, yeah, like I said, my mama do as you please, but as long as you follow the rules. Baby, we go out Saturday night, baby, get drunk and stuff, do our thing. And mama would always say, who's staying tonight? I say, Cindy, this. Tell them make sure they bring some church clothes.
Yeah.
Mama, even if you didn't bring no church clothes, mama make you put them clothes on you had on the night for baby, get on up in this church. I'ma call your mama. I'ma call your mama, and the thing is, everybody mama was on board, like you already knew.
Yeah.
You
So the foundation was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so mama be like, baby, I don't care, mom. We going out, mom. Baby, mama will watch Maya, baby. We'll go out and
Yeah.
party. Baby, mama get Maya, put her in the bed, bathe her, feed her.
Yeah.
Y'all go out, have fun.
But in the morning, Maya in that car seat and we all going
Baby,
to
go to
church.
church. Cause see, y'all thought y'all gonna hang out all night. Y'all might go to church.
You want to church
Mama did.
Yeah,
No, when
she
I
was
say
going.
she did not play that, but see, like with my daddy wasn't into church. My daddy, he believed in God.
Yeah.
You know, he prayed it. My daddy, he didn't go to the church.
Okay.
After a while, it's just like, I don't know, it's like something just clicked within him. My mom used to she used to be trying to like make him go to church, and then mom was like, one day she was like, I'm just gonna stop. You know, I'm not gonna make him go to church.
Yeah.
And it's like one day my daddy, he said, I'm gonna go to church.
Mm-hmm.
And then my daddy he was going to church
Yeah.
more than mama was
Yeah.
going to church. So sometimes I just feel like that's a testament of sometimes it's okay to wait it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some,
It's okay
everybody,
to wait it
you
out.
can't make like
can't
that
force
spiritual,
somebody, yeah.
like if nothing, and I ain't gonna even lie, like I've been, like you said, I've been knowing we've been like this here. Like I've been knowing he the one who got me.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I've been knowing it, but it's like this past year he done did shit to show me like, nigga,
Girl.
this is me,
It's me.
and it's been me the whole time, and you need to listen to me.
Right.
Like at this point, you trying to do shit on your own, it ain't
It
working.
ain't happening. So
So
check it out. Come on.
I'm putting this shit in your head, and you trying to do this on your own. So he had to sit like, you know, like for real.
Yeah.
So he done brought me like, and no man, listen, man.
I said that I did a video. I don't know if you seen it the other day. Saying kind of backlashing off that, like sometimes God will strip you from everything.
This man
that
took
you
my
got,
entire like.
and He will sit you
Listen.
down.
Yeah.
When I say
He'll put you in that valley.
like, when I say my mind was gone, like lost, Mika, I was walking up Sidewell Road with no shoes on, finna jump at the middle of the car. Like I was this year.
Your mind was gone.
Like I was, and it was crazy because it was like I was trying to get somewhere, and I was doing everything my way, not listening.
And the Lord had to
And
get
yeah,
so
and I'm
attention.
studying like
He had to
I'm
get
studying
so
bumping my
attention.
head, and I'm trying to get here, but I'm doing it my way.
Yeah.
And the shit just wasn't working, and he was like,
Listen. Yeah.
like for
Yeah,
real.
he grabbed you up by your shirt.
Man,
He took you by the weave.
Yeah, come on. Cause see you tripping. Let me take your wig off. 'cause
No,
you
I
tripping.
tell
Come
you,
on.
it was just
This
like,
wig.
it was like, and in the moment, it was like I used to be like, what did you do? Like, while I'm walking down the street, I'm knowing, I got the good and I got the bad. I got I'm like jumping from the car, like, but I'm like, nope, it was crazy. So it's like getting over that. I'm like, that was you, the good person telling me
That took over.
like.
Kept me here.
Like you already like I'm just, and it was like it was like he was like this is only, this ain't, you ain't gonna do nothing. Like this is just your story.
Yeah.
Like you, but I'm out of my mind. I'm crazy. It's like gone crazy. Went to the hospital. He had to get me by myself.
Yeah.
I sat in the hospital for 3 days. I had to sit there. I was like, Lord, like I ain't had no kids, no husband. Like he stripped. When I say he took
yourself, just
when I say he took everything
Everything.
and made me just stand and be like, okay, what I need to do?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I prayed
Yeah.
to like give me something, like show me. I want to become
But he set you
successful.
down
at
so you could
man,
hear him.
Yeah.
that's
Because
You
sometimes you
hear
can't
him.
hear him. You hear him. You hear him, but you ain't hearing
You
him.
ain't. You're not listening. You
hear
hear
him,
but you're not
but you-
listening.
yes.
I heard him, but I was trying.
You want to listen.
I
You
thought.
want to still do your own little thing.
Yeah.
I thought. My thoughts
Yeah.
were shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I ain't thought nothing.
Because
No.
once he got me over there, and I looked back and I saw what he's still doing now.
Yeah.
Like this shit, like for real. And I'm like, okay. So now I kind of be like, I'm just like, damn. Like it's obvious who it was. Like
Right.
who the fuck? Like who?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm going hard. Like y'all finna see me. I'm sorry. Like for the ones that understand what I'm doing. Most people don't understand like what I've been through, why I'm doing what I'm doing. You'll get it.
But that's kind of like of where I was with work. I hated my job. Like I hated going. Like I have never had a job that I hated going to work. Like I could not stand walking in that building. I couldn't stand it. And I would pray like, Lord, please, like I just want to work for myself full time. Like I just want to do my business full time. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to work
You be
for them.
crying
no more.
out to the Lord
Like,
sincerely
yes.
because
And
that's
the
in
thing
your heart
is,
what you want.
He forced me out of it. Like I wasn't ready. I would say that all the time, but mentally, like
See,
I wasn't
we
ready.
had a lot of conversations about that.
Like, I
You was
would say that, like
I want to do
ready
it,
to
but
go, I can't. I'm scared.
because you try to be realistic too. You don't
Yes.
want to put yourself in a compromising
Yes.
position.
I used to tell her quick. I know she was tired of me. Like, bitch, quick.
He literally came in, and I was pushed out the door. Like I had no choice.
You had no choice.
I had no
Girl, you
choice.
said this what you want. Come on, out of the gate, out of the show.
And I
She called me.
kid
She
you
like, I got
not.
fired. I'm like,
I told you that.
But listen,
I
kid
told
you
you
not.
that.
I just came to the real. I did a video about this. I just came to the realization of that this week. I was like, I was
It hit you?
walking, and it hit me. I was like,
That was him.
Dummy.
You big
asked for
dummy.
this. Like you asked to work for yourself full
Mm-hmm.
time. You are living in that.
What you
work
wanted.
for yourself
And
full time.
if you think like that goes to show, like if you, because you've been doing what you want to do,
Right.
So if you give him something to work with,
Right.
he got you,
Right.
Mhm.
Which I
Like,
can't
people
say
don't understand
yes.
that because they want it right now.
Yes.
That's what I had to realize. I wanted this like I wanted to learn Forex so bad,
Mhm.
and I couldn't understand, like, Lord, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
And it was like, he was like every day. Every day for, I know, 8 months I've been on the, like, I've been pushing myself.
Going hard.
And it's like every day he'll just show me, like, that's all I asked you to do. Just give me something to work with. And
Yeah.
he was like,
And obedience.
That
Obedience is a big one.
how many times have you, okay, faith. Like when you hope for something.
Yeah.
Like you always hoping for something.
Yep.
Yep. But do you really
Daily.
believe that they
Yeah,
right to
you hoping it.
Yeah.
And you know what, y'all? That's my thing. Like a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
I be trying to be
Hope and
realistic. That
Yeah.
you know what I want and what I can really obtain.
You can obtain.
You know
and I
what?
know
You
I
can
can't.
think it.
And I'm not saying that I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I feel like I get so far fetched. Like, all right, nigga, bring it back to
No,
the
that's
No.
no.
Yes. Listen.
Pause.
I've been listening to Steve Harvey. He gotten it out.
Imagination.
Listen.
If you can think
You
it,
serve a big God.
You right.
Get him these small
And the
things.
thing is, y'all, let me say, I'm not saying that I'm discrediting God.
Yeah.
Right,
It's just
right,
me.
right. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really me. It
Go
has
with your
nothing
thoughts.
to do with
Go
God
with
and
your
what I
thoughts.
feel like
Right,
He's
right.
capable
Go
of.
with
Right,
your
true.
But I guess it's more so of a
You boxing
I don't want
yourself.
to hop out there and then get my feelings hurt.
He
because
got you. I promise.
I just
Hold on.
hoped for so much, and it was like that. What
Hold on, pause. Listen, I'm so strong on. I'm so big on, like that right there. Okay, you can't think like that. If I would have thought like that, even at work. Okay, when I quit working, when I quit at Pepsi,
Yeah.
I just thought about, like, okay, fuck it, because I did the beauty pad. I was trying shit,
Mhm.
trying to not go to work. So I'm like,
Doing your thing.
I'm giving him something because I'm knowing, like, I'm calling into work. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm just never here. Like, y'all, I don't care what you come out.
Whatever.
Yeah, I clocked in, and then I opened up my boss check and saw she make more than me. So I was really like, you know what?
Damn. Oh
Yeah.
no, this is ghetto. I'm not doing
Who
this.
finna work here? You get 5,000 a week.
You got me
I
confused.
say 700. Nope. And you asking me questions?
Yeah.
Something wrong. So boom, I put my 2-week notice in, Mika, before we even had a truck. So who's scared?
Not you.
Mika, I put 2-week notice in.
Not you.
Mika, Mario was like, I said I put my 2-week notice in there. He was like, oh, you quit?
What
When I say scared
What
as
you
fuck.
finna do?
He was like, oh, so he waited another 2 weeks. Put his
Okay.
2 weeks up. Looking back, we was supposed to fall flat on our face.
But God.
Like I had $10,000 saved, thinking that was enough to start a business.
To do something, to make
Girl,
something.
this had been like 3 months. I was like, I probably need to go back to work. Like, I was really finna call Pep today.
Can I come back?
I was just playing.
Yeah, you know them 2 weeks.
I was just playing. I'm still in
But-
the standing.
We stayed faithful,
to God.
and I ain't gonna like she was like we was working. We wasn't making no money. I know for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
The money we made was going straight to the bills.
Right.
We used to get $20 out the money. Mario used to steal him 20. I steal me 20. Get my nails done. Like we was
Just
doing
little
shit
stuff.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I'm like, Lord, okay, I'm going. Right now I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
Hoping that, and Big G,
take off.
Big G was like,
Yeah.
all right, I see the commitment.
Yeah.
You tried.
You've been
You
doing,
know what
you've
I'm
been doing
saying?
it 7 years.
Yeah.
Let me go. So it takes time,
To
but
get there.
he see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, so don't ever feel like, damn, it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
But I promise you, that man gonna command. That man there.
He put it. Steve
Man.
Harder put it in the form for me. He said, when you pray for it, he boxes it up. He shifts it to you. He just don't put a date on it.
He don't put a date on it.
Because
He
we
don't
feel
tell-
like
he
things
don't
should
tell
happen
you
when
what-
we want it to
Right,
happen.
right.
And
But
that's
he
what we
won't-
mess up at, or we get discouraged or
Right.
get leery, and and try to do stuff on our own because we feel like, Lord, I wanted this September the 16th.
Right.
And then
but you ain't give it to me till September the 16th, 5 years later. But he gave it to you.
You got it. You still, he
gave it to you though.
He gave it to you.
Yeah.
You just did what you supposed to do. He know your heart. He know. That's not people like he know my. He
literally knows your heart.
He created you.
People literally don't know how powerful that
statement is.
Listen.
Yeah. He literally knows your heart.
Man, this man that took me, and I was, so, my thing was, I was so like, cause I'm like, okay, I'm not the Christian.
Yeah.
So I'm not the Christian. So I'm like, Lord, like I be cursing, like I cuss, like, but for real. But I'm like, but I know my heart, like I know
because the Lord knows.
He knows you
sincerity.
He
knows
you
your
where you
heart.
at. He meets you where you at.
Yeah.
And all the other shit, I'm figuring out as I get
you
there.
go. Mm-hmm.
But he gonna meet you where you are, give you what you want for it. I mean, what you didn't pray for, ask for. If you tap in and listen to what he's saying, man,
obedience is a major key. Major key. Brittany said, I'm waiting on him. I don't want to do it too prematurely, but I really am ready to work
jump,
for
my
myself.
nigga, jump.
They like,
That's because people be like, I'm waiting on this. Waiting on what? Like for real. Like if I would have waited, like I said something, I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I get my next check. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Here you go, 2 week notice.
There you go.
And it was like he was like a blanket, like a whoosh.
Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about
like,
that check and nothing else. Come on.
And then that's what's crazy. The thing is, I don't work. So I work for myself now,
Right.
and my husband, he's still working. But it's like it be times where I be like, all right, Lord.
Okay.
All right, now the bank account saying this right here.
We getting a little low.
All right.
every time
You got
I get
this.
low. Every time
That's what I'm saying. Every time I'm talking
That's
about
the crazy.
it was low. Day before yesterday.
It come
Come
from
yesterday,
nowhere.
walked in, found $1, gave this one of my business card. Bam, she do an order yesterday.
Ain't that
Almost
something?
like up there.
Yeah.
It happens.
Like
every,
you know what? Like it literally every time. And then I've gotten to the point where I be like, all right, I say that, and then I be like, girl, what's wrong with you? What you worried for?
That's what I'm
Like you already know how this
That
is
be
gonna
me,
go.
like, girl,
Like, what you
calm
worried about?
down. Like, you
Like, what you
tripping.
worried about?
Because I feel like sometimes we'll block our blessings by getting discouraged.
Yeah.
emotions.
It,
Yeah.
like,
We attaching our emotions to something that's
like
Like,
that ain't gonna even matter
that,
tomorrow.
like even with people making you mad. Like, I had to learn, like, you letting somebody else control
your
emotions.
emotions.
And it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna happen. But when you get to that point where you just like you take
out of
it
yourself,
and you just
yeah.
bounce back like, oh, you dangerous. Like
Yeah.
when you can
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
what makes you mad.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Because I have to give myself reality checks. Like, girl, it's not that
It's
deep.
not.
Calm down. You know, it be certain stuff that I be worried about, and then I got to the point where it be like, I'm not gonna even worry about it because I can't do nothing about it.
You
Like,
ain't.
let's just say, prime example, if it's a bill, I know I ain't got the
Put
money.
that
What I'm
bitch
stressing
up. Put that
for?
bitch up.
Right.
They'll get it. They'll get it. I promise you.
Because the thing is,
figure it
even with me worrying about it, I don't have the money. No way. Why am I worried about it? Either they gonna cut it off, the Lord gonna make a way. What,
Yeah.
like,
I got an $11,000 hospital bill from when I went to the hospital. Marty, like, you gonna put that bitch in the God.
please put it up.
I pay it. Like, let me get it,
Baby, check on on.
But
It's
that's
your
what
auntie for me.
Who ain't he?
Which who? Me?
She said you ladies are blessing me, cussing and all
Who
this.
said that?
Oh, we
Who ain't you? I don't see that comment, Sydney. Where?
Oh, hey, Auntie Ann. I couldn't think of it.
Hey, ain't
I
you? Let me
know her.
see, Sydney. I don't even see. Why I don't see
Right
that?
here.
Cousin and all.
Adrienne, look, the Lord's still working on
I
this.
promise you,
But
I'm
we
trying.
are genuinely speaking from our heart, our just daily, stroke. But you know what? That's the beauty in it.
Right.
Because
Oh, Marty, open the back door.
ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, perfect. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And there's certain ways that we can work on, like the cussing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But sometimes that's just the reality. That's how we feel sometimes. It ain't always beautiful. It ain't always glamorous. You gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, not yet.
But the cursing. Like, I had to get over once I realized he still had I'm his child.
That
Like
grace
he's still
and
like
mercy.
grace, like even with me, I've been cursed. Like I don't curse a lot. I curse when I get passionate about something. I don't just be out here
Yeah,
cursing.
I kind of feel like that's me. Once
Yeah.
I'm feeling it,
Yeah,
I'm giving it my all when I put that little extra pizzazz on.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just how I was raised. Like I curse,
Yeah.
and he still got me.
Yep.
But
He ain't left me yet. But like I said, that's the beauty within it, because people feel like Christianity is just
Yeah,
free. It's one way and everybody
Yeah.
is perfect. Just because I cuss, that does not make me love the Lord no less. It
Or
does not
vice
make
versa.
me right, and vice versa. It doesn't make
Right.
me, a less of a faithful
Yeah.
servant. It doesn't
Yeah.
deter me from how I pray to Him and how
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
give myself to the Lord. Yeah, I may cuss a little bit, and the Lord knows my heart.
Yeah.
Because He knows sincerely that, okay, my girl, she said that.
Yeah.
But what she's saying, she means it.
Yeah.
She's sincere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did we miss some more
Yeah.
comments?
Ken said faith without works is a powerful thing. Once you have faith in God and when you give it to Him, the work you ask for from Him will happen. He's just testing your faith in Him. It only takes faith, small as a mustard seed. Mika, that's the devil trying to distract you.
And that be my bad. Because I feel like I try to be as encouraging to other people as I can. Like, especially my friends. Like, I feel like I want to always give you what you need as a friend, like to try to motivate you. As not only is just us being friends, but being business partners, being mothers, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like I kind of fall short on my own end, you know what I'm saying? So that be my thing, like I said, I don't doubt God at all, because I know what He's capable of.
It's just my own
It be my own,
capability.
because I can literally encourage somebody, like, girl, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll pray for you, pray with you, because I'm big on praying. Like, if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna pray. Even if I don't say nothing else about it, you might not even know what I'm going through. I'm gonna pray about it. When, like, if I see somebody on my timeline saying request a prayer, I will put my phone down. I will pray, Lord, I don't know what they need, like whatever.
I don't know what it
like
is,
I literally tap in, like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Because you never know. You might be that prayer that somebody needs, But sometimes I
even
have
when
to
passing
learn.
the wreck. Lord,
let them be okay, Lord.
I hope everybody all right. And even if they ain't all right, let it be your will.
Yes. So I feel like that be where it's certain things that I, have to work on, because I feel like, like I said, I can encourage people.
Because I'm at your neck.
Sitting at my neck, and
About what?
I'm just saying, like, my personal issues, as far as I feel like I try to encourage people, and because like I stand behind Cindy, and I don't care what she do. She be selling shit on the side of the street. I'm gonna help her bag it, and I'm gonna help her sell it.
Tissue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all need?
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes I lack that encouragement of myself. To just go ahead and I can motivate, because I know one time, like, me and Shayna, we were just recently talking. She was like, Mika, you always be so positive and encouraging about stuff.
I told Cindy that.
Like, but because I try to give people what I want. I'm big on it. You know what I'm saying? And I give people what I feel. If I felt like it ain't gonna be all right, I'm gonna be real and be like, okay, we might not need to do that, But if I sincerely am feeling my heart, girl, that's it, girl, do it. That's the type of person I am. I'm always like that, but I feel like sometimes I don't know how to put that within myself. That's when that doubt, like them different little doubts and stuff come in with me. And like I said, but it has nothing to do with the Lord, because I know He's capable of. He'll do stuff like that. Lord, Lord, nigga, what was you tripping for? So that's just my truth. Those are things that I deal with. And sometimes we have to tap into those things. Because we'll hinder ourselves. And I've been trying to work on it, and I'm getting better with those things, because I realize it's an issue. And a lot of things we can't help, and we can't fix, and we can't correct, because we don't view it as an issue.
And that's once you realize
that is there.
that it okay. Let me see what I need to do. Like, that's when you start to. It shit started to work out, because I had to, like, do some, like, I didn't soul search. Like, I had to, like, it's shit, like, from, like, raising kids to a marriage to just me just being a good person. It's like, like, what I want out of life, it's deeper than me. So that's why I was like, okay, I gotta be the one to see, like, how can I get. Cause the vision that I got is to really take care of some families, like, and that's just
See,
real
let me
nigga
tell you
shit.
something. I just spoke it into the atmosphere yesterday. I was sitting at the house. I've been at home working. And I just said, Lord, I want to be able to bless others. I said, Lord, I really want to be able to bless others.
That's when
financially,
you know, yeah.
mentally, physically.
It has to be, your purpose has to be more than money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like and a girl made a post was saying about, like I said, I always feel like it's not about what you know, it's who you know. We lack resources. It's not about, because people can put money in your hand. I done fumbled money. We all done fumbled money. As black people, we need the resources. I need to put you in the right hands of the right people that's gonna take you from A to Z and baby tell you this what you're supposed to do. That. And I want to be able to provide resources to people, not just money, because money don't mean shit when you don't have nothing to sustain it and to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to literally be able to help people, because the reason why I am at the point that I am is because of resources. People were sowing into me, not money. Like, baby, you need to do this. You know, you check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
that's what I want to do.
And I hate when people tell me to go research. Nigga, I don't want to research. I just want you to
let me tell you something. Sydney, let me tell you something.
I can't stand when people tell me that.
I am the queen of
Man, I can't stand that.
I graduated from YouTube University.
Oh, I can't stand that. In these day and age, people will tell you that in a minute. Go research. I don't want to research. If I wanted to research, I wouldn't have came to you. Like, just tell me. Like, don't know.
Look, I ain't gonna make when I first started, you know what I was, okay, boom. I was doing that when I was like, okay, you gonna start out learning it. Y'all don't wanna, that's why I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm okay.
Like, no. Like,
But
no.
That's how it should be though. I think that's how it should be. Yeah.
I'm a visual person, though.
I'm a
like, I
me
need
and
to
Cindy,
see you
we'll be
do it.
sitting talking about
Yeah.
something, and Cindy will say she wanna do this. Now I'm not gonna lie, half of everything that I've learned off of what I saw, and I researched it. When I wanted to do rolling trades, I got my ass on YouTube. I went on Twitter, and I got on TikTok. I used to be telling Sydney, get on
Self-talk.
YouTube.
You self-talk.
What I said, girl, I got my degrees from YouTube University. And I don't even have a degree. But I always say, I got my degrees from YouTube
me too.
University. I be telling Sydney, get on YouTube.
I'm gonna get in there.
Look it up.
But it's better.
Sydney don't want to do it,
Okay, I'm gonna
though.
do something else. I'm gonna try
Sydney
another
don't.
way. It don't come out. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. It don't come out. Okay. All right, I'll get on YouTube now. I'll stroll through all this.
Sydney don't want to do it. Sydney don't want to do it.
Try it this way. It don't come out. Like, I cannot
And
stand
she
I
would
don't-
flat out, I'm like, Sydney, get on YouTube. She be like, I don't want to. Like, she would just flat out take. I be okay.
That's why I knew she learned something. Just give me your money.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Like, I'm the type of person where I gotta, like, let me see you. Like, let me, no, I don't need to
Sydney,
see
but
that
that's
in
what
YouTube. I need you physically right here. Like, I got to see you. Like,
I want to put my hand on it. I got to be able to physically.
Yes, like, I was on business calls earlier today, and people were just talking. They was like, walking me through certain stuff, and I was sitting there like, ooh, this is so uncomfortable. I really want to just be in front of you.
And you
talking,
like,
oh, I don't want to be on this phone talking about, like, I was cringing in my skin.
But the thing is, Cindy is an introvert and don't even like to deal with people. Ain't that so like crazy?
It's crazy, but I was cringing on my phone talking to them people because I was like, I really
we
want to
just
just be
get
like,
together
can we just
and talk
meet a
about
person and like, cause, oh, I can't do this on the phone.
And
like,
see me, I get on YouTube. Because you know why I'm going to get on YouTube? Because I know I can always reference it. And I'm the type, I look at it and then I'm going to go back. And then I'm going to go there. I'm going to go back.
Yeah,
Let me tell you how crazy I am. I make a butter pecan cake. I swear I done made this cake 1,000 times. Every time I make it,
I go to that same video.
I already know the ingredients. I know it's 3 cups of flour, it's 2 cups of sugar, it's a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of
So
baking
you
soda.
know this.
It is 4 eggs at room temperature, 2.5
She
sticks
knows
of
this,
butter.
knows you still
I know that. I'm gonna go to YouTube and watch that woman and go back to each, like if it get the playing too much and I'm
You
doing
doubt
it.
yourself, me.
Like and
You even doubt yourself. You just told me everything.
and a couple
You better not go to YouTube no more.
Like
That's what's gonna start to stop the self.
I need to stop
do
that.
shit and
Then.
just
will go to YouTube and I'm talking about, and I'll play
And
it
you don't
over
trust yourself.
and over
You
and
don't
over.
trust yourself.
And half of the time, the thing is, I ain't
Yeah.
even listening to it.
You don't trust yourself, Mickey.
I've been, cause what I do is I go ahead and set all the ingredients. I get it on out the morning, cause everything gotta be room temperature. I'm gonna go even my flour, cause I keep all of it in the
How
refrigerator
many
and
times you
stuff.
made that cake?
Girl, 1,000.
Mika, you don't, yeah.
I just made it
That's
2
your-
weeks
that's-
ago, and I watched the video.
That's your homework. The next time you make that
Don't
cake,
get on YouTube.
Don't get on that video. Don't
Yes,
watch
you
that
not.
video.
I go look up.
YouTube has kind of been like a blessing and a curse for me.
I go look up the ingredients for something. I look it over, throw it out the way, and I'm just.
But see, that's not me. Like I can't just read it and no. I want to see you do it, and I want to be able to go back and like literally watch you beat all 4 of the eggs.
Right,
into
I
the
watch you
sugar.
do it that one good time. Like I get to the part that I need, like where I'm confused at, where I'm stuck at. I'll get to that part. I watch it.
I be trying to make sure my consistency look like that, cause I be like, this may be off, and I do it. I doubt it every time. Like, okay, this one probably not gonna be right, and it come out right every time. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, why mine don't look like her, girl?
You don't trust yourself. You gotta start believing in yourself.
The ghetto honey.
The ghetto.
And that's just crazy because I feel like I believe in myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like I believe in others more, and I feel like that's where Chris comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I got with him, because he's such a secure person.
My
like
nigga is
he
gonna
made
gas
me
my girl.
when I look like
For
me.
real?
Chris will tell me like, babe, you the shit. Like he'll just say, babe, you know you the shit, right?
Yeah,
like when I go and I sing,
Hey, Chris,
right?
I love you.
Like I go and I sing, and I get off the stage and I just sit down. And he be like, babe, you killed this. Or before the show, be like, babe, you finna fuck me up, and I be like, babe, I like don't
You
gas
all like,
me.
stop,
I'm like, you know.
Stop, boy.
I have to come because I feel like if I get worked up, I'll fuck up.
Uh-huh.
And,
Sometimes you
and
gotta
Chris
talk
is
your
like,
shit, though.
babe. But the thing is, then I get on stage and I'm gonna talk my shit. It's just
When you
pre-end.
get out,
I would literally sit quietly right until it's my turn to go.
And
I
believe
would,
it or not, that's how she is with the event.
Yeah.
Like I be like, Mika, come on now.
like listen, sit
come
down
on
and
now.
hype me like Mika going,
Like, come
and
on.
then I get on the mic and it's like I turn
It
into
flow. Yeah.
a
It
whole
just-
other person.
It's
But that's my
naturally coming out.
That's I feel like that's what helps me do that because I like kind of nest
Yeah.
beforehand, like reserve this and
Yeah.
calm down, sis. Don't get too excited. Then I jump out like, hey!
And but if you got your audience, like it's you connecting with
Yeah.
people that you don't even probably realize, and you got to think about it. The more you put it out, you can't help but to get
True.
back.
Yeah.
So, you
So
right.
you gonna get. I mean, like if you, and you never know like what your purpose may be talking,
True.
speaking, something
You
you're
right.
scared to do right now.
Cause I was getting those little moles, like I be like, girl.
You talking that voice you keep ignoring, my
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
I'm telling you who that is. Okay.
I know, Big G. Okay. We got to come and see
He gonna have you out here with scrub throat, can't talk. Like
You know,
I've been
Mika
telling
ain't talk.
her.
She ain't talking Jewish. She don't say nothing.
No,
She
we-
walk around with paper and pencil.
Mika, we got an event. You can't do that now.
I know.
We got an event this week, Mika. You can't do
I
that.
know.
You sometimes your voice is that's your purpose. Like
Yeah.
yo people, it's more motivational speakers getting paid
Buku.
$750,000 just to talk.
True.
Oh.
I guess I feel like it just be the outside people because I know how
Fuck
y'all feel about me because y'all are my family. We
Yeah.
love each other. It just be sometimes the outside people that
Listen,
you know.
The outside people ain't doing shit, but on the outside.
You're right, and I can't be worried about them.
I used to think like even with me like with the big I can't post that but it's like now I'm like this my shit like I mean I ain't doing
What am I
like
holding back for? This is me.
this is me my nigga like when you come in here you get this
This is all
on
I
live,
got.
you get
This is all that I got.
like this what you get so it's like and you put that out there and you doing what like right now I think this is my purpose me sitting here talking
Yeah.
telling everybody how good God is, and I'm cussing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not out there that's cussing. That's kind of like, damn, like Lord, like
You still
am
can
I
bless
really?
me. You can do that for me because I'm the
so I
same
still
way.
got a chance.
Yep.
Yes, my
Yep.
nigga, like curse.
I knew that phrase was coming, my nigga.
My nigga, that's how you know it's serious. What the comments say?
Auntie Ann said, that's what I mean. Even though I hear the cussing, I still can look beyond that and hear you all's heart.
Yeah.
A lot of Christians need to grow in this area.
I love
still
her.
growing myself,
Shout
but
out to
I have come to know for a fact that God don't love us no less if we say certain words. It's the love.
It's
She
what's
also
in
said, I can see y'all on TV doing what you're doing now, being for real.
Speak it.
There are a lot of
Yes.
people that will be tuning in. Yes, Auntie Ann.
Shout out to Auntie Ann. I ain't never met you, but what's up, TT?
I love her.
Brittany said, I'm with y'all when you're right. Then she said, F them. LOL.
Period.
For real.
What Brittany said.
And,
Boom with
Akela
that. I
said-
heard something the other day. It was like the voice that if you think about like before you do something that you natural like you about to do, like it just come to you, and if you got to think about, damn, what so and so and so, that's your oppressor. Like that's why you're your own person. Like when you dying alone.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be in there with
Like you gone, you out of here. Like you ain't finna ask nobody like, hey,
you wanna come
so
with me?
that's
You know,
why I'm like, fuck them.
I'm dying. You know, you wanna hop in the cab? You can get a 2-seater. What you want?
I'm finna go. I'm finna croak.
You coming
like
with?
yeah. So it's like you got when you get to that point. And
Auntie Ann.
What she say?
Auntie Ann. Auntie Ann said the outside people ain't doing sugar and iced tea.
Period.
On the outside. That's
it.
so true.
You right. You right. You are so right.
Man, listen, man. If you listen to people, you want like
Yeah.
man, listen.
People will have you messed up. They will
you
make
gotta
you
look
doubt
at it.
yourself.
People don't see what you see, so the
Yeah.
shit that you say, it may be. I used to think I was weird. I used to be like thinking, and everybody, I'd be like, oh, I used to say, like, I'm weird. Like, I used to say, y'all weird. Like, I used to say, it's some weird shit going on. Like, I'm the only one.
Right.
Like, everybody just cool. Like,
Right.
fake ass shit. Like, what's wrong?
What's going on here?
But it's like when you in tune, you know who you are, and you get to the point where not. And I don't be rude, but it's like at this point I'm alone. Like I'm doing this shit for my I got kids that gotta come. Like cause I'm gonna be old, and I'm gonna be worried about if my kids straight. I think when I get older, I'm gonna be straight.
You can be.
But you know,
peaceful.
cause as a mama, you gonna always worry. You gonna always worry. So it's like I think I'm laying out the foundation now to set me up. I didn't invest in some shit and doing like money, time, financial, mental. Like I didn't invest in some shit and learning it and learning a whole new skill that's allowed me to come back and teach people how to pick up their phone, press a button, and make money.
Money.
And when I went on this journey, I didn't think I was gonna be doing this. I thought I was finna I'm finna learn this shit, and I'm gonna see y'all
Flip
When
on
I
Instagram. For real. I'm gonna see y'all on Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's when I'm gonna see my family. But once I learned it, the process that it took, what I went through, it was like you can't help but to give it back.
Yeah,
Like,
show it to somebody.
yeah, he was like, I didn't got you here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna keep. If
Yeah.
you keep, I will take it from you.
Yeah.
Right.
If you keep like, you can't keep. It's no way I can just not
Yeah.
say what I do.
Right. You right. That's what I was telling Sydney. Some people say you should move in silence.
yep,
I
you say
get
that a lot.
that.
You
But
say
so,
that.
I always say that
You say
some
that.
things you got to tell. You never know
Yeah,
who
you
you
should
are
move in
blessing
silence. Yeah.
by telling them what you have gone through, what you
Yeah.
are going through. So I
Yeah.
get certain things, and I'm like, it's certain things you don't put out there.
Yeah.
But sometimes you
You
just
know when
don't
it's time.
realize
Yeah.
how much you are blessing a person by letting them know your highs, your lows, your in between. Like, you got to let people know your reality. I'ma always speak my truth. I'ma always walk in my truth because I don't know who needs to see me.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear me say
That's what I'm saying.
I went through this,
Everybody-
or I'm
Yeah.
going through this, or I overcame this. I'm living, this right now.
Everybody have an audience. Everybody, like, it's in you. Even with you, like, I'm hearing you now, like, I'm like, duh, Mika. Like for no, like,
Yeah.
you selling shit in high school. So
Fact.
you understood the assignment back then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And didn't know she understood.
Like, I used to want to do the shit, but my mama would never buy. So it was like, you understand
Yeah.
that it's bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but once you realize fuck what everybody and just do, even like just do whatever come to your head. That's what I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
But whatever come to your head, I just like it's so that voice, God, like it ain't you. There people like I'm talking about. You talking to like the voice.
You would really have a
God.
conversation with
He
you and God.
wouldn't make you. He wouldn't put nothing in your head if you can't, if it's not achievable.
Right,
If
exactly.
it's not,
You know what I'm
if
saying?
it wasn't feasible for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like when something comes in your head.
Shout out to the other owner. Shout
This
out.
is my wife.
Yeah, and right.
This is my wife.
You just want to be on that line.
Put him on there.
Just say that.
She shouted him out there, so they gotta put her face with the name. Shout out to her.
That's my baby daddy, y'all. That's my baby.
That's just my baby.
Just say that. Dang.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
it said imagination is a coming attraction.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve.
So it's like when
Oh,
you
what's
that's
coming?
what's
Yeah.
coming. So it's like I imagine where I am now.
Yeah.
8 months ago.
Yeah.
Like I knew it, but it was like how I was gonna get there. I ain't
don't
know.
know.
I ain't know.
But I
I ain't
know
know,
that's
cause
what I
I was like, Lord, you want me to learn this
Hold on,
alone,
man.
like by my
Yeah.
motherfucking self?
And you got to come out your comfort zone, cause I feel like that's what hinders a lot of people,
Videos like that.
and that's what has hindered me to a certain extent, because I feel like
Brittany Chase, where you at?
I'm just
I tell you that all the time.
when it come down to learning certain things, because I know certain, like I said, I'm gonna catch up on hustling shit. I'm just that
Right,
naturally that's
right.
just me. That
Yeah.
book shit, it be like, I can't.
Book.
But you can't let your mind, because I feel like
you got
if
to.
you expand your mind, you can just about do whatever the hell you want to do.
Mika.
You know what I'm saying?
That, when I learn, I'm gonna show y'all what. Let me see. I'm just gonna show the people what I think. Right. This. You know, this foreign to you,
I'm like,
right?
girl, what is that? What is that?
This is foreign. This is some bullshit.
But you learned it.
Imagine just look me. You looking at that feeling that you feel like what the fuck?
Like, what is that?
So and it was like when I first started, I was like, Lord, what? So I'm supposed to press the button
I'm
on
supposed
here
to know how to do
and
this.
know what's going on, right? I had to think. I'm like, bitch, you can learn, you can do anything. I'm like, you went to school and learned and passed school, right?
You
So
graduated.
that's when I had. So I was like, okay, so if I just act like I'm in school, I had to yeah.
You got to tap in. Your
So
mind.
and once I realized, okay, every day of doing the same thing, eventually you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Even eventually, it's days I'm in this bitch. Like, what? You saying? Like, what you say? Like, what the fuck you
Like,
just
what
say?
is this?
Like, I'm 4-5 months in, but he's still showing me like, he's showing me what's over this hill.
Yeah.
But it's like, and he just telling me like, now come on, you gonna get it. It's like a little candy. Like he just,
Come on.
just like I ain't here
Come on,
show
alright.
me no more.
You get a little closer.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right. He like, nope. Now it's show.
Come on.
But
Yeah.
he still,
Cooking in the
yeah.
Right, exactly. That's how I'm thinking.
But he still kept that big, like, keep going, like, don't, like, you gonna push through. Like, every day, like, I still listen to motivation. I get up in the morning, like, I have to listen to
She
something.
literally got me doing it.
Like, I realized I wasn't working, listening to me. So I had to, my every day, I'm listening. Fuck Instagram. I checked my Facebook last night. I'm 4 days past. I'm like, you see this? Like, you have to, like, I had to unplug and plug into something. Because I'm like, Lord, my purpose is, this shit deeper than me. Because I want to quit right now. But I'm like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, right.
I would have been.
If it was based on me, I would have been like, whatever.
But I'm like, this ain't, I'm not even, and I told, I'm not even learning this for me. Like, you think I'm putting myself through this for me?
Just for me, no.
I got 7 of these people that
I got the shit.
I'm not finna, they not finna go through the shit I went through with the, they not, you're not. And so I had to be like, okay, make the executive decision. Bitch, let's go.
I think we all think.
We would go.
It's a good idea. We should just go ahead and move on forward.
But I mean, you just gotta go. Get him something to work with,
Yeah,
and I promise you. And you keep doing shit, you gonna realize, okay, that didn't work. or maybe if I do this, cause they like that part.
Yeah.
So maybe if I talk, okay, so I see that they like the nasty shit.
Yeah.
So you go, okay, tap into that
Right,
nasty
you got to
shit.
tap it. Yeah.
Like for real. Okay, they like when I curse.
Yeah.
Ask them, I mean, it may on the outside looking
Look
in,
right.
like, why you doing all that cursing?
But you have to do
But you
your
over
niche.
here
You got to
doing
find your
cursing.
niche. You got to
find
do
your niche.
what.
They over here they don't know what this man has showed
Right.
you.
Yeah.
They over here on the phone looking.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to get y'all keep looking. If
Yeah.
you keep on,
Come on.
keep on. So now you looking. You ain't saying nothing, but I know you looking.
Right.
So but the more you putting pressure on,
Yeah.
you can't help but to. It's gonna flourish.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know when.
Right. But you have to stay consistent
Listen,
and
it's
dedicated
and it's
open
gonna
to it.
open, and you're gonna be like,
Oh,
and it's like you're gonna be like, and it's gonna be something you ain't even thought, like the shit that you thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you ain't. He got something. He like, alright, you think.
Rough. Because entrepreneurship was never on my right.
Okay.
Owning
Right.
a business.
The thing
was
is,
the
I
last
didn't even know
thing.
Sydney could draw a straight line, and I didn't know Sydney 15 plus years. This girl come out with a whole damn page.
And
Girl,
that's what
what
I'm
the
thinking.
hell?
I really thought like she painting.
My mama said, when Sydney knew how to draw, I said, Mama, I don't know. Because my terriers was always the
Yeah,
artist. I've
yeah.
always known my terriers to draw.
Who is that?
Sydney,
He,
that's
other friend, he passed
right.
away though.
R.I.P. to my terriers. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But my terriers has always drawn.
Yeah.
Always drawn. I have never saw
I can't do with the creativity.
draw. When I say draw anything, I like my mind can't even fathom her drawing.
Yeah.
And when this girl started painting, it's like
She tapped in.
City like, no, I been knew how to draw. You know, and then when her
She
mama
tapped
posted
into that.
one of her old folders, and I remember Sydney carrying that folder around, but I never knew she drew it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it kind of just flurry.
If you that's what that's the whole point. The kids, they show you when they're younger. They show you. We show you our passion, but it's on everybody else around us. Shut up.
Yeah.
So that's how our shit get. Alright,
kind of more like
now,
suppressed. Because like I said, I always, only thing that I've ever known Sydney to fully desire was being a surgical tech.
Yeah.
Because that's what she
'cause
went hard
that's-
for,
yeah.
and that's all I always knew that's something Sydney wanted
That's
to
that
do.
modern day
I never knew she
slavery.
wanted to be an entrepreneur, or she, like I said, could even draw a damn straight line. This girl
I
drawing
never had
painting.
hustle in me
You know what
until
I'm
now.
saying? The girl that was braiding my hair today, she came in, she's a girl that paint. I was like, Sydney.
yeah, I mean, it's
She's like, girl, I gotta get her to, you know,
That's what I'm
to
saying.
give me
and
what
you
I
can
never
see
knew.
her progress. Like
Yeah.
you can see the before.
I have some of her paintings when she first, cause she did 2 of them for me from when I moved into my first place.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to then, now she did stuff for my baby shower. It just be like, it's
the more
to
you
see
find
that is
something,
just like that's
yeah.
crazy. That's how I know she's passionate about it. And she loves it, and that's something in her heart because she tries to perfect it
Right.
daily. It ain't nothing she just kind of picked up for the time being. It's like, no, I
And
want to
then-
do this. I'm invested into
And
it.
then with her being dedicated, her being faithful, he this shit. I mean, who like? You know what I'm saying?
Now that's definitely bigger than me. That's
Yeah.
going to
And then being
a
put in the
whole nother
position
level.
to do it
I'm
full
seeing it going
time.
something
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, that's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's crazy. How and you if then it is, I guess we understand because we know how when the shit be a thought.
Yeah.
And then like I know you probably remember like I'm gonna start painting.
I'm
And
gonna
then
paint
now
some.
you hear it, it's like
I'm
why
painting.
wouldn't you listen to
Right,
what-
right.
But the thing
The
is, it
voice
wasn't
is
even,
saying.
that's what's crazy. It wasn't even a thought of I'm gonna start painting. It was a hobby. Like Yaya introduced this to Maya, who introduced it to me, and I was like, okay, this kind of stress relieving. I like this. Hold on, let me go to the store and buy some
Everything
more.
that happened.
This
yeah.
actually look
Yeah.
alright. This, you know,
And then somebody was like, okay, can you do this for me? All right, let me try that out.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Your
gonna try
life
it out,
is
and
destiny.
then I'm gonna get back with you on it. Like, and it just
It's destiny. It's what you gonna like. I mean, your life is you. It is what what you worried about.
right,
What's
not
gonna
bad,
happen
but
is
you
gonna
can't do
happen.
nothing but live it.
Just
Yeah.
do you.
And you make it harder when you resist it. All you
Yeah.
got, you just have to just
when you run,
yeah,
when you run from
kind
it,
of
you
you
make it
got
hard.
you have to go with the flow and just
He gonna pull
let.
them reins
And
every
sometimes
time.
it's
He
it's
gonna
hard to do.
He gonna pull
Yeah.
the reins every time.
be running full force. He just shoot.
Shoot them legs, right?
He gonna pull the reins every time.
And it's funny because that's for real. That's my life. Like I be coming over, I be like, ooh, and it be his idea.
Yeah.
And I just take it and whoa,
Run with it.
and he be like, no, bitch, say
No,
that.
that's
Ain't
what
what I said. But you always doing something. Shut up.
Sit down somewhere.
Fuck damn. And I be like, oh,
Okay.
now listen to me. Now what you say?
What you tell me to do?
Oh, do that.
Oh, okay.
Why you ain't say that?
You could have said that in the first place.
But you let me do it. Why you ain't say that?
We got any comments here?
Yeah, Aisha said.
Oh, we've been on. How long we been on
Brittany
here?
said, amen, young lady. Your testimony is the open door for others to get to the other side of their problem. Brittany said, you got to be uncomfortable and full.
You have to be.
Brittany said,
You gotta
listen,
make
y'all
yourself
speaking
uncomfortable.
facts. Aisha said, true. Akea said, a lot of parents put their passion on their kids instead of allowing them to show them what their passions are.
True.
That is
Yes. Who said that, Asia?
Okay.
So
Akea?
that's so true.
Yes.
And I can't say like singing is always singing and hustling and all that. I'm grateful for my parents because they always put me in a position to do what was in my heart. And it's always been hustling. It's always been singing. Like one thing about my daddy felt like if I ever participated in a talent show or whatever, I was supposed to win. His line, if I lost, my dad be like, that was nothing but some crap. That's some crap. Don't go, he call me Dan, don't go back, Dan, don't go back down. That was nothing but some crap. There was some crap there.
And she ain't lying.
Daddy felt like if I did, ain't no other contestants. It's you, it's your show. You know, like Daddy felt like
He ain't heard nobody else.
I was supposed to win. Like my mom, like literally, my parents have always supported me in when I say everything. And then I'm the type, I just want to do what I want to do anyway. Because even when I started like the rolling trade, Mama wasn't against it, but Mama was like, you know, you kind of sure you want to do it? I was like, Mom, I'm just going to try to do one. And I remember Mama went somewhere, she went to do something one night. And this is right after I had Layla. I said, you know what, I'm going to go out and buy everything I need, and I'm just going to try it. And when Mama came back and seen that I had this, she was like, Mika. And had I just doubted for a minute and kind of just like, well, you know, Mama was, like I said, she wasn't discouraging me. She was like, you know, you just kind of like, you sure you know, she couldn't see me doing it.
Yeah.
I made so much money doing them trades, like, so that's what I'm grateful for my parents because I was always, they never forced what they want. Now, my daddy did kind of force like the whole school thing, but then once he realized that it wasn't for me, then dad was like, Mika gonna do what she wanna do anyway. I might as well really kind of just go along with it. And once he seen me singing and just hustling and doing my thing, it's like dad was like, baby, do your thing. He always felt like I was the best at whatever I was doing. Baby, you supposed to be on top. You supposed to win. Ain't nobody going out hustle you. This what you want to do.
As long as you weren't just out here doing just anything, your daddy was good.
Daddy was like, Dad, that what you doing, Dad? What we need to do? We coming in song. Me and your mom, we coming. We gonna be there. But you know what you want to do.
They be in the club sitting there, Mika singing.
I'm singing. Daddy don't even go. Mom and Dad don't even go to the club. Daddy coming. Me and Mom, we gonna come on. As soon as I get out that stage, Daddy gonna go. Daddy say, I'm in the church now. You know, I ain't supposed to be in the club. But Daddy will come support me. All right, baby. Let's go. You know? Kids need that. And I want to be there. That's why I say it's a lot of things that my parents did that I actually do want to mimic. I want to just be open with my children and allow them to be themselves, no matter whatever it is that they want to do. Like, baby, do it. It's don't doubt yourself. Do, baby, what you want to do.
My children, they already know. They know. Mama, they know. My children, they asked my daughter, she attended Lake Mo. Asked her what college she going to. She was like, "Now." She said, "Mama, everybody in there was looking at me crazy." They be alright.
Crazy, baby.
You struggling to get up out of the high school?
And you think you're going to college now, baby? Let's go and wrap this up.
I'm like, just come on up out of there.
That's it. That's all I need you to do. Get your high school diploma.
And really, I don't even care about that. But just come on out of there.
Right. I feel you.
Cause I mean, it's like she finna enter into this real world. Like I ain't finna play with her.
And I feel like that was when we were talking about parenting and stuff like that the other day. people don't have to realize that we love our children, the world don't.
Yeah,
Right.
oh.
And sometimes because of the way that we love our children, we hinder them from the world.
Yeah.
And when they get out into that real world, it's a shell shock.
It's-
Because mama love me, she passionate about me, she gon' and sometimes mama, I got to give you this tough shit, 'cause baby, let me tell you what they gonna do to you. Let me tell you what they gonna say.
I
So
need
when
to
you
work on
get
that part.
so when you get out there, seriously, when you get out there, it won't be a shit. It be like, mama told me that. If mama told me it was gonna be days like that. She told me people was
It's
gonna
just
do this
them
shit.
going
They were
through
gonna
it.
say, and yeah. But I feel like when you were prepared, one thing I love about my mom, she always talked to us. It didn't matter what it was. When we wanted to talk about sex, jumping off a cliff, and it wasn't just me. If anybody else kids want something, mom was like, baby, let's talk about it. So when I got out in the real world, I didn't feel like I just fell on my face too hard because I already knew that this is the reality. This is what happened. Mama will let you into her world and let you know, like, baby, stuff like this happens. Everybody ain't got it like that. You gonna have days when you gonna struggle. You gonna run across people who ain't gonna treat you right. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we want to shelter our kids from the world. Like I said, we want to keep them kids, but we have to make them aware of what's going on around them, because they'll get out in the world. Like I said, the world don't give a fuck about you. They don't care nothing about your mama, what she did for you, what your dad did for you. They like, bring your ass here, let me show you something. Oh no, I ate her ass up in '85. I fucked her world up a long time. I'm just saying. We sometimes we be a little too not soft on our kids. Like, so we just don't make them aware of
The real world.
The real world, baby.
The shit.
Like, because when you step off that porch, baby, this is what's going on.
They gon' and that's the thing that get me. Like, I think about all the shit that I dealt with as a girl, like all the emotions with the boyfriends and the crying. Like, I be like, oh, my baby gotta go through this. So now I just tell anything like that ain't shit. They lying like
But the thing is, that's what you have to do.
Mario be like, then you gonna have them. That ain't shit. They lying like. So now my she be like, Mom, I know he like I go through her phone. I ain't worried about nothing. They, little boys be saying little slick stuff. She know what time it is. She know
because when you keep them from there, they'll get out there in the world and then get to telling them something.
They'll fall for anything.
Because they ain't used to that. They
and that's
mama
I
just told you leave the way.
So I just put that in her, and then she gonna do what she wanna do anyway.
Right. But you gotta instill.
I
instill it in.
I told you they
I raised you right now. What you go out there and do is on you.
I told you they lying. They lying. They really lying now. They is lying right now. I don't believe shit they say.
Child, go get so.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. Well, look, let's talk about that earlier.
They involved with black men don't cheat thing. Hold up. You will not be married. Hold up. We will not be married.
He said you would not be.
We will not be male bashing.
So you male spokesperson?
Yeah. Black men don't cheat.
They be lying,
Neither do
y'all.
our sons.
Mario said y'all got him messed up. He is representing for the men for the 99 and the 2000.
Mine, no, I'm.
So this giveaway.
Oh,
Yes. Ain't did nothing. Auntie Ann said yesterday, and I agree about the art being a stress relief. I started doing crafts at 62 and I just love it. I get lost in it. Yes. Then she said, Moke is so blessed and talented. She has many gifts. That's what Auntie
she
Ann
does.
said.
She
Yeah.
does.
The hair stuff she can go somewhere with it.
Moke do hair?
She do her own.
For real.
Yeah, I be saying that's why I put it out there like with the nail. Anytime she wants, they tell you they want to do something, I buy the shit. It is whatever they pick up on. But I let them. Anytime they say I want to do this, Mario said I'm spoiling them. But you will never like this. Cam wanted a red carpet. I'm buying red carpet. Lele wanted the gym. She got a whole gymnastic thing at home. You never know what they talk.
And it's like you want to do for your kids what you weren't afforded. Because I feel like it was certain things that my mom and them wanted to give to me so that I could go further in certain things that I want to, but they couldn't.
You couldn't. They
So
couldn't.
as a parent, when you feel like, okay, I can do that financially, I can buy you a red carpet. You want a fucking pony, I'll get you a pony. You want to be a damn unicorn, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'll figure it out.
I'm gonna do that so you can at least say I tried it. You know, it worked or it didn't work, whatever. But I got to experience that. You want to be able to afford those type of things to your children. Because like I said, I know certain things my mama and daddy wanted to do for us, but they couldn't. And I'm not mad about that because that's
what it
life.
was.
That's how, you know what I'm saying?
You
did what you could. I ain't go without shit. I wasn't mistreated. I wasn't none of that.
I'm straight today.
I'm the
so you did a
person
good
I am
job.
today because of-
Right. So now it's just on us to be like, all right, let me
take it a
let
step
me
further.
see.
Right.
I got you.
Right. That's it. All right, come on. What we doing about this giveaway? What's up? What we doing?
We probably gonna have to pull off camera because I ain't got the names together.
Okay. We can do that, and then what you want to do? We'll just post it.
Yeah, I post. We'll pick two.
Or
And hey, because they are entering, so disclaimer just in case they win, it wasn't a host.
It wasn't
It
rigged.
wasn't
We
rigged.
can do a mini live.
They trying to be financial
We
free
can do a
too.
We
mini
are.
live.
I'm trying to get there.
we can do a
Yeah,
mini
so
live.
everybody, anybody can enter. Like
Yes.
anybody can enter.
But y'all, we want to thank y'all
Yes.
for jumping on here with us. We
Thank
want to
our
shout out to
Bishop
Dee for
Yes.
coming on here and just being a blessing and ministering
Yes.
and
Yes.
you know walking in
Oh,
her
that's what I
light.
did.
You minister, sis.
Yeah, I was like, cussing and shit.
Shout out to her husband.
Tomorrow we will be at the reservoir tomorrow, Lakeshore Park.
Oh, that's right.
From 11 to 7.
2 for 7 kitchen.
The food truck.
That's
Thank you.
It's the plug-in for me. Yay! So yeah, shout out to Dee and Mario, the owners of 2 for 7 Kitchen, y'all, for letting us come into their beautiful establishment
Yes.
and host our
One of many.
podcast.
One of
Yes,
many.
we coming back.
Cause she playing.
Look, we coming back, especially the food they put
She about
down.
to get pimped.
Look, they finna pimp me, y'all. Now that's what hustle I never tried. I tried my best. You ain't gotta talk to her like that. Dee
Podcast coming soon.
Shout out to Dee for being our extra co-host today. Shout out to my bestie, my sister, my partner in crime, my
Now, we've been on
my
here
super
with 2
friend.
hours.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Shout out to
Best
Sydney.
friend.
This was her idea to come and let's do it. I'm so glad after the week that I've had. This was really what I needed, just personally for me. I don't know who else was blessed by tonight, but
Yes.
just even being here and being with these 2 ladies, it was a blessing. And shout out to the wine too, because
Yes.
the wine makes you feel good as well.
It's
So,
gone.
Cindy, put our cash up in the comments because if anybody
yes.
wants to sponsor us some wine for our next event, our next podcast, y'all get on
And
us.
we'll give you a shout out.
Right, drop us a few coins. You know, we buy us a little wine because we like to drink our wine. And like Dee said, she felt grown with that wine,
I
baby.
was so grown.
Look, so
But y'all make sure to tune in next week. We got
Yes.
listen now. It's a little.
Oh yes,
You know
next
what I'm
week gonna be grown.
Next week,
Say,
You gotta be a little 18 and older for next week. Now.
we're gonna have Miss Ayla Reed.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on our next show,
you talking
y'all.
about?
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about some grown and sex. We're gonna have some adult toys.
Yeah.
Give me the exact name of her business, because
I'll be back next week, y'all.
Exotic lashes.
Exotic lashes and pleasures. We'll be here, y'all. So you gotta
got
be
toys?
18.
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta be 18 and older to
18
jump on the
older
line
to
on the line
yeah.
next week, y'all. So please tap in, cause shit gonna get real.
It's gonna get real.
Can I come back next week?
Yeah,
Oh, y'all here? Okay.
no, y'all.
I'm back next week.
It's
with
gonna
the
get
toys.
really real next week. But yeah,
I'm excited.
Baby is eagle.
I'm not gonna eagle.
I'm so.
Baby is eagle. The man.
Y'all, we want to thank y'all for tuning in with us, showing us love.
This was
Yes,
fun.
man, yes.
It my soul has been fed tonight,
Yeah,
and I'm going to
yeah.
feast on the rest of this shrimp
Shrimp and crab roll.
shrimp and crab roll that I have. That is going to physically feed me because I'm ready for it. So y'all, we once again want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all tap in. We're going to go live every Friday at 7:30.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to Queen's Peace. Y'all shout out to 2 for 7 Kitchen and your other Black Cinderella for your Forex trading, y'all. Y'all get at her. We're going to post the other live and let y'all know who is the winner of that. But don't just tap in for the free stuff. Y'all get at my girl. Go like her page. Go comment. Inbox it. Y'all got questions? Get us.
Simple.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make everybody financial free.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm trying to keep y'all from the job.
There you go. So y'all, thank y'all, and y'all have a good.
Ow.
This was nice.